Well, I was. I think it's a few years now at least. When the Talons passed through the border forest, he says, "Have you've heard of Eden?" I think you would have heard of Eden.
I assume I have, just to clarify.
Yeah. So Eden being the flip. You're from Rehid, which is like the west side elven city, more in the Underdark. More.
Wait, it's a silent G.
Rehid, yeah. It's Welsh.
I've been
Eden.
pronouncing it with the G this entire time, and you haven't corrected me.
It's because you're an outsider, and I wanted you to. It's potato. Maybe that's how the locals say it.
Just because I can't read inside
Ricky.
because it's dark and I don't have dark vision.
Poor little stunted drow. Anyway, that's where you're from. Eden is on the east coast. Eden is it's the predominant home of the Wood Elves. And that's their two major cities. Eden is also the city that you know that they magically sent itself to the Feywild. So they teleported the city away. What is left in the space of Eden is like a smaller version of Eden, which is like a gateway to that town. Eden teleported away at the time 10 years ago, at the time of the Commonwealth falling, but they left behind this kind of gateway to the Feywild, gateway to Eden, in this smaller settlement, which was made up of still some elves, some half elves that lived through there. So yeah, he explains he was originally from Eden. As the Talons passed through, they collected anyone that had proficiency with magic, and that's when he was given the choice to work for the Talons or not live, and he chose to live. Now he's been working with them in the northern areas for 2 years.
We've got lots in common then.
Yeah. So he's like, yeah. So it's I mean, it's good. We do what we can with Thunderclaw. He is he has a strong compass, and he does what he says he's going to do, and he is not cruel.
Okay. As we're going about doing the rounds and so forth, I assume I see those chained up outside.
Yes. Yeah. So again, you would be much like Zilnar is. You would be barracked on one of the upper levels closest to the big cave entrance. So you have a good, on your initial walk out, good bird's eye view down into the camp, the 2 layers down into what's going on in the actual camp itself.
Okay. So, I walking along. Do I see looks of disdain from
the rest of the
Willow and who else is down there?
Yes.
Well, that's what I mean. So it depends how you. So where they are tied up, looking out of the camp. So you would, for them to see you as you come down to leave, you would have to, when you've done your initial scrape of the camp and you're going to go out to do the perimeter check, you would have to walk past them. So if you're making yourself seen by them, then yes, they would see you. If you're not, then it's a perception versus a stealth if you're trying to hide away from them. But yeah, if you wanted to, that would be when. So once you've done your initial walk around and you can see that they, your little patrolman, there's only like 4 of you that move about, that are kind of Thunderclaw's little like personal unit. You move in, you move past and see just what the Dragonborn are doing, and you can see that there's general work happening in the camp, as in you then make it down into the main pit and out past your party members. So there's 5 of them that are tied up. So you have the Githyanki, the 2 dwarfs, brothers, Peril and Willow.
I forgot about Peril. Who do I trust the most out of that bunch? The one who cannot tell a lie. I am going to send a message. Let me just see
What I want
if there's a word count.
Is message 25 or is that sending?
Yeah.
No,
Sending,
it doesn't
right?
say any. Yeah, nothing.
Nice.
I point towards a creature within range and whisper a message. 120 foot
Easy.
range. And I'm going to say to Willow, I'm not quite sure how I got here, but I'm thinking of a plan. And that's yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She can respond with a whisper if she chooses to.
She will respond, and it
Gangster.
will be in a whisper.
What geezer?
Can I just have a sec to count my words?
There is no word count.
There's no word limit.
Well, can I have a moment to think of a paragraph of
Yeah,
text I'd like to send back?
Okay. A paragraph of text.
No swearing.
You can't write a
What do you
paragraph
mean,
of
no
text.
swearing?
It's a message. Yeah, you can.
If
you can
I
think
want to
of that.
swear, I can swear, but I won't because I'm pally.
Okay,
Okay,
you think about that. So the rest of you, so Peril, Kos, and Gimba, you see robed in Talon garb, Merrin stride out with 3 other Talon guards as they make their way down from the top parapet and start walking towards the exit of the camp. But obviously Merrin will have to look your way to cast that spell, so you can see that he looks towards Willow. But the 3 of you also will see Merrin. Is there anything you would like to do whilst Willow thinks of a response?
I'm just sort of staring at him.
Mm-hmm.
Can I say? Sorry.
Go on. No, go
Can
on.
I say something out loud before I message him back or not? Is it like I have to? The next thing I say or think will be
It's
directly
supposed
to
to be
him,
like
sort of
the,
thing.
yeah, it's supposed to
Okay,
be,
fine.
it's supposed to be an instant response.
Okay, cool. Sorry.
That's right. I'm just kind of staring at him. It's like, what the fuck are you doing?
I'm gonna attempt to spit in
Don't
his
say
general
it.
direction,
Don't
but
say
do it
that.
badly.
Give me an intimidation check.
That is a 5.
Nice. You spit on yourself a little.
I am pathetic. I am so pathetic.
Alan's like, did any spit even come out? Gimba, as you're just...
I just kind of dribble on top of my garb.
As you're staring at him, you're tied up next to your brother, who kind of looks up towards you and says, "Hey, you know him?"
Sorry, is he on about
He's about Merrin.
Merrin?
Yeah, you're like, if you're daggering someone, he picks up on your signals.
And he was one of us. You know this.
Well, this.
I thought he was one of us.
Well, that's what I was about to
Right,
ask. If he was one of you, then what's he doing in the white and gold?
You tell me. I mean, I only known him a day or two.
Well, that's a day or two more than me, friend. Right. You think he's good, or you think he's...
But is this the card speaking to me, or is it Bulgrand?
No, this is Bulgrand.
All right, so I thought you said the talent card.
No. Talongar's not like...
Why is he calling him friend?
I don't know. It's confusing. So no, yeah.
Probably
So I was like, no, I've only known him a day or two, and thought he was supposed to be one of us. I don't know what he's doing.
Hey, well,
And then, so like the distrust of it all sort of spin in my mind after seeing
Zuna.
Milner with the kobolds and now Merrin. I'm just
He's like,
confused as hell.
"Hey, Gimba, get your head in the game. If he is good, we need his help. We haven't got long to get out of here, so we need all the help we can get. So find out if he's good or not good, and maybe he can help us tonight. Otherwise, we got to take him out on the
How'd
way.
you expect me to do that? I'm chained up here with you.
Well, if he's good, then maybe you can get a word. I don't know. Think of something. Come on."
I've got my reply when you're finished with your brother.
So you hear the 2 brothers bickering. Sure, play.
What do you want me to do? Just shout at him?
Maybe. Well,
And I just shout out, Merrin, what the fuck?
So my reply back is, please share the plan ASAP. I mean, it was sassy, but I've rewritten it because I'm not myself. Please do share what the plan is ASAP. Zilna's currently missing, Thorn is dead, and you're in Talon's gear. Who knows what they've got in store for us, who knows how long we've got. We have to do something soon.
So as you get this message back, Merrin, you hear Gimbar shout out to you. Merrin, what are you doing? As you've just dribbled
I want
yourself.
to turn to the other dwarf, not Burn, the brother.
Yeah.
And just say, Dwarf, this is your plan?
Look, we're building the plan, because part 1 was get out of the cave. We're out of the cave, that's great now. Part 2 is get free, and we'll utilize whatever we can. But also, if you have any ideas, I'm all ears.
I just look annoyed.
I turn to Bolgren and think, you know this one?
Noel's strong. We've been shacked up together for a little while. But he looks strong at least. So the more of us that are fighting, the better, right?
Looks like he'd sniff out trouble, all right.
Sniff out trouble, cause trouble. It's all the same. We just need a plan. If you've got friends here, we need messages to go out to them. We need some assistance if we're going to get out of it.
Talking of which, hello. Pleasure to meet you. Merrin's just sent me a message. I'm saying this quietly.
Yeah, so the line is Peril, Willow, Gimbar, Balgrand, Cross. So you're all kind of, you've got like one person that you can kind of turn to speak to as you're like 5 foot long. It's a bit like Chinese whispers. So if you're passing messages down, it's Peril, Willow, Gimbar, Balgrand, Cross.
Okay, so to Gimbar then. And I'll tell you after Peril because I don't want you to feel left out. But I'll say Merrin sent a message saying that he's not sure how he got there, but he's trying to think of a plan. He's got a plan. And I've told him that we can't wait around, but to let us know what his plan is.
I just pass
As
it
if
down
she
the
took
line.
away that I'm trying to think of a plan. He's got a plan. Is that a lie? Has she just broken her oath?
No, she has
I just pass
faith.
it Chinese whispers down the line.
Yeah.
With up.
He's a dragon by the end of it.
Yeah. Purple Boy's a dragon and he's got a plan. So Balgrand just turns across and goes, apparently they've got a plan. It's great. Nice, as he shouts. So, Merrin, yeah, you leave. You hear Merrin call out to you. Yeah, Balgrand says to you, Gimbar, any chance, anyone we can find, we need as much help as possible if we're going to get out of here. He does then say, if we can get out and get away, this isn't the only alcove, this isn't the only cave structure around here. If we can get out and get away, we can hide out. We don't have to make it all the way back to Orhearth. We don't need to make it all the way back to the Diamond Mountains. We just need to make it far enough away that we can hide.
Is there anybody else here you know that can help us?
There's prisoners across in a lot of these hardy holes, but we might have to just work on those who are more able-bodied for now and have something to offer, and then maybe come back.
I mean, we've seen one of them. There's another one of our party that's not with us. He seemed to be working with the kobolds. Under duress, I don't know, but again, another one I've only known a couple of days.
If you have your little spiders out there working away, then we need to come together. One plan. All we need to do is get out, get far enough away that we can get hidden. So call on anyone you can call on, because otherwise it's going to be a bomb fight.
No soldier, Bolgrand. I don't even know why I'm here.
We'll get into that once we get out of here.
I will say to anyone down the line who can hear me or listen, like, if someone contacts us again, try and ask them if they can get our gear, or at least some of our gear. Because without it, I'm pretty useless.
I wonder if Selna's still got his dog. Willow muses.
Parting fault.
Does he use his dog to get our gear? Oh, dog section.
Dog's dead.
It's like that scene, like the levels in Ratchet and Clank, where you play as Clank.
Just changes over. Okay, and now we're the dog. That would be quite funny, actually. I'm into it. So you guys you see Merrin leave off. Merrin, you go off and leave the camp. So you are going not too far away, but you're going up. As you leave, you come around and kind of have to make your way back up onto the hillside. And the terrain of this area is all these like low hills and caverns that, as you see, some look like just normal rolling hills, mud hills, but they're all actually just like grass covered rocks, and you can see loads of them have little caverns bits around. But Barland takes you around to some of the taller points, so you can get a good view at least over the like a couple of 100 feet that surround the camp, to wait to see if you can make contact with guards, if you can see anyone coming in, if you can see any ships moving. So you do a general like perimeter check as you move around. So if there's anything you want to do or ask during that point, have a think about that. But I can cut back to Zilna, as we say, a few hours past. You go to about 2 p.m.
Can I see if there's any like what look like paths away?
Mm-hmm.
Just like small little paths that like animals would take or something, like a deer path.
Give me a survival check.
I really went for the wrong description here.
Yeah, you did.
Oh no, +3.
Okay.
That is a 21.
21. You can clearly see the route that the carts and that came by, because it's the widest route through these holes. There is almost only one clear, wide enough route that has been picked or has been trodden enough that must have been the in and out of this camp. From where you are, you see, from the point that you're seeing up, you can see that there is that one that runs to Butte Springs. That must have been the one you guys came in on. Now, it's daytime, like at night when you came in, bit difficult to pick out, but that must have been the route. So that wide route would take you all back to Butte Springs. You can see there is another route that is on the other, like behind you, going southward. So to go to Butte Springs from this camp would be westward. You can see there's a few routes that run south. Also, that look like they're wide enough and have been pulling carts. Whether they're pulling carts in or pulling carts out, you don't know, but you can see that there is a route south. And then you have this weird piece in between where it doesn't look like there's many well-trodden routes. There's a few trodden routes you can see. Ones that the orcs must have been taken for hunting, or some of the patrols. The backmarkers that Barling explains to you as he's pointing out some of the more prominent routes that they have guard forces set up. Like, not too far that way, there's a gorge where there is like an ambush guard set to catch anyone coming in, and on the south. So they have on the main routes, they have Talon or Dragonborn guard force that are there to alert the camp if anyone comes through, or to stop them, ambush points. But you kind of actually start looking to track along the middle. So your best bet is, if you want to go where the main truck carts don't go, you've got west, which is straight to Butte Springs, south, which goes down. But in between, you can probably pick out a few routes, which might be a little bit difficult to maneuver, but because of that, people aren't going through them. And there's probably, you spot at quick glance with your 20-odd survival check, at least 5 or 6 you can see that look like they just meander and would be very difficult to track people through.
Perfect. That is the exact information I was after.
Nice. So yeah, as he's like pointing out these things, you're like looking for the opposite of what he's looking at. But you are also get told that there are ambush guard forces along these 2 main routes. Cool. So a few hours tick by. You carry on your patrols.
I have another thing I would like to do. When we get to the main gate that we're coming in from, I would like to say I just need to tie my shoes. And as I'm tying my shoes by the gate, I would like to investigate if they're how they open.
Well,
if possible.
There are no gates.
Okay, so
this is an open encampment. Yeah, so The beauty of this encampment is it's difficult. It will be difficult to find unless you're following those track routes in like the same way that if you were just to walk through the hills, you could get lost here because these are just low-level rolling hills. The cave, where the encampment is now, is just a bit more of a gorge than the rest. It goes further down than it does, rather than being a taller mountain. And that's where it's a much bigger cave point. But as you are like out and looking around, it's really difficult to spot where the camp is if you weren't looking for smoke, like stacks coming out. So when you come round, there are no gates here. As you pass in, you see that this is a free to enter or exit camp. It's the beauty of its design is in the fact that it's difficult to find.
Okay, perfect. That's it for now.
Nice. Zilna. A few hours have passed. Yes. You can see people have moved around. You probably would have seen and spotted the Talon Force, or Merrin would have been one of the guard force that you kept your eyes on at the beginning. He would be easy enough to spot as a drow. Is there anything you would like to do as we go into the afternoon?
So I would have been working on some of my designs because I assume I'll have to show something to Varenfos and that for what I plan to work on, etc.
Yep.
So can I try and get an audience with Varenfos to basically try and explain, like, say, this is the design I'm thinking for said weapon, and kind of like get a conversation about how long it will take with the help and etc. to actually get a fully functioning one. Effectively say that the one they have got hold of is a prototype that, while can be made quickly, is not up to scratch.
Okay. Yeah. So you, you start working on designs. You're working in the Kobold's Tinkerer workshop, and saying to one of them that you need to go through and discuss these designs. So they go and get one of the guards as you take you to one of the guards on the entryway to that larger cave, to essentially play that. Say you need to go and speak to Varenfos. They're like, you'll have to wait. She's in there with and this is them talking to them. They don't really talk to you as much. They talk to the kobolds, knowing that they know who they are. But they're like, hey, Raph, not now. She's in with Izari and they're at, oh my god, I forgot my name. That's his name. Verifix. The big scary bastard. Zephyrak. There we go. I knew there was a V and a Z in Zephyrak. She's in with Zephyrak and Izari, and they said it doesn't sound too good. And Raf's like, can we just wait outside? We need. I can't work until he starts working, and we've been told to work on a thing. And he's like looking at this card. The guy's like, I don't know. Can you give me a persuasion check? We'll do a little group one with Raf, because he wants to be in on this as well.
That is a 4.
4. He rolled a 13, which is much better. Guy just is like, no way. He's like, not anywhere near there. You can stay out here until they're ready to come in. So he kind of, Raf just looks at you and goes, all right, we'll just have to sit and wait then. As you're like outside the front of the cave, just sat waiting to see what's going on. Would you, you'll go in next, but you're not going to get to wait inside? Are you just going to wait until your time comes through to go in?
Yeah, I guess I'll probably work on a couple of other little designs that, I will keep to one side. But yeah.
Do you go through with Raf about any of the stuff? Are you bringing him on board with any of the designs or the work that's going in, or are you keeping it secret and kind of to yourself?
I think I will with that one design for the pistol.
Yep.
Because knowing that they would know where to get the materials for and stuff as well. So
yeah,
it'd be useful to have them on board with that.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, it's good. Cool. So he sits with you. You're going through the design. You're like, he knows what's in that kind of loot pile, and has been through and knows what's in the contraptions and traps that they make to see what he might be able to pull out and not be able to pull out. So he's kind of going through it with you as you're going through, and he's like, well, it could use this, could use this, and you're like, yeah, no, that's shit, that's not shit. So he's going through and working with you on those bits.
I will also probably prod him a little bit about some of the trap sort of designs they make as well.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Yeah. He is quite proud of them, so I don't think much persuasion is required to ask a kobold tinkerer to talk about the things he's made. I think he's pretty happy about them. He goes through and talks about a few things they've made. They have designed these throwable devices that explode with glue, which they're pretty happy with, called little glue bombs that they have, these glue bombs that they've made, that a lot of them had and had been used, but they're difficult to find because once you stick someone down, there's not much use for them after that, like you just got someone stuck there. They also have been working on some like pit traps, some poison hook traps, like ways of coating traps with stuff that lingers on people, so you slow them down after you've caught them because bigger prey needs to go down. They were also trying to look for some stuff that could be used to kind of keep the drakes at bay if they needed to. And then he said there's some good old classics like ambush traps. They helped design the like falling rocks or rolling boulder traps that the ambush sites have set up to use. So he goes through a load of the different ones. But yeah, they're now moving away from traps more into these throwables, and the glue one is the one that they're most proud of at the moment. As you're sat for, 15 minutes, 20 minutes in the sun going through this, and Ralph's going backwards and forwards, you are distracted as you hear like quick steps and like hushed but violent voices coming from in the cave. As you kind of turn to look over your shoulder, you see two figures leaving that office room quite quickly. One is the Copper Dragonborn, and one is the Black Half Dragon, Zephyrax. As they are they are moving quickly and having a hushed but clearly a disagreement of some sort. Can you give me a perception check to see if you can pick up on anything that they are saying?
That's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. That's a much better one to roll a good number on. As they pass, you can hear that. My God, why did I put Z's and Y's and V's and all of these names? Zephyrak is the more is the aggressor and the more angry about what is going on. And Izari, this bronze dragonborn, is snapping back, but is defensive. And Zephyrak is saying, "We must leave. You were supposed to bring the item. That was our deal. You have not brought it. Not only have you not brought it, you've lost it. Now we need to go back. We need to reevaluate. This is not good." And you can hear Izari fighting back and saying, "We did not know what we were dealing with. This was something far beyond our limits. You should never have asked us to do this in the first place. We had a deal, and it has crept and crept and crept, and no longer can we operate under this same deal." And then Zephyrax is like, "Fine, we leave tonight. We have to move our operation, but you and I, we go ahead." And then you don't catch the name, but you just hear Zephyrax say a name and hint that it's a woman, and it's female at least, that says essentially that she will need to decide what we do from here as they pass off by you. Another minute or so after they've like kind of disappeared off down and round into another cave office, you are prodded to say, "Well, your time up, but Baron Foss doesn't seem like she's in a very good mood, so good luck."
Okay, thanks. Going back to the traps quickly. I realised I was muted when I said I was going to also dig a bit deeper on the build up of the throwable exploding, just to get an idea of what sort of materials they have in that sense. Knowing for where if I was to craft a normal pistol, then I'd need some sort of material for ammunition.
Yeah, they have. Yeah, they are not. They are. They have a lot of. It's like very light amounts of alchemist powder they use. They're mainly devices that like when they don't necessarily explode, but they like release whatever they're holding. So they're short range throwables that just like release what they're holding inside. Okay. So they don't use a lot of explosive. They have some like alchemist powder, but they don't use a lot of it because they don't have a lot of it. So mainly what they're looking at is like traps that trigger, traps that have stuff that coats, or traps that are like a glass ball of something that on impact will explode because it will release its goods everywhere.
Okay.
But they might be able to get some alchemist powder. A small amount. Nice. Good. So yeah, you and Raf are ushered up from the outside, taken in, down into that same room, down into that same hallway, into the office chamber, where there is no Thunderclaw in here, just Vanfrost, as you and Raf are brought in, as she kind of says, I apologise that you were left waiting. I'm interested to see what you have, and glad to see you are using the brightest cobalt sparks we have here in Raf. Please, show me what you have.
Yes, Raf's been very, very helpful. So I will place down the design and effectively say, so the item you have of mine, that is very much a prototype. It's hastily built, it's volatile, it's not the best built. Here is my design for a fully operational, much better version. Obviously this is not something I can make overnight as per the prototype. You probably, with the help of the kobolds, I'd probably still say it'd be over a week, but that's the sort of timescale we're looking for building one of these devices. They're very complicated.
So this, which I understand, is this because and Raf? I mean, no. Oh shit! Right, offense. I mean, no offense by what I say, but is that because maybe the materials and the tools you have on hand here are not to standard, or is it just because it takes time? That's like untaken. They are working.
I mean, so you have a vast array of materials. I mean, there may well be some materials out there that could speed it up, but generally it's the time and intricacy of these sort of devices. As you can imagine, I've never really been used to any kind of mass production for anything I've made.
We can help with that. We just need a reliable design and the materials required. What could we? What can I do to help speed that up at all?
I mean, I guess. How big is the actual team of kobolds that?
Like in Tinkerers, like 4 or 5 max. Some of them that are, there's probably like 3 that are good, like that are old enough to be solid Tinkerers. There's a few others that kind of come in and help and dabble or collect materials, or like apprentice style ones, but it's not a huge team. You're talking like the ones you trust to work on stuff, Wrath, and maybe 2 others.
Okay. Let me have a little think about that. I can't think of anything off the top of my head, but let's say yes.
Let me know if if there's materials you need, or there are tools that you require, or anything else, then please let me know. We if it's going to take a week, she kind of pauses and she's like, if we were needing to move you, would that change the timescale? Could you do this on the road?
As long as I have my tools, I can do it on the road.
Okay. Well, please prioritize getting the materials you need. She's like, if there's anything specific you need, I have the ledger here of everything we have collected. Let Raf know, and he can come and we can prioritize getting the materials. But if you can prioritize getting your materials, everything you need, so you can work on the move, I think that would be ideal. If you can work on that today, it may be that we are moving a little sooner than we had originally planned. The camp has run its course, shall we say. So I think we might be packing up quite soon and moving on. So, yes, please work on getting everything you need to be able to work on this on the road, and we'll sort you with the appropriate wagon to be able to work on whilst we travel.
Can I do an insight check on Raf's reaction to her saying that?
Mm-hmm.
Knowing from the conversation I had with him before about this being where they want to rebuild.
Yeah.
Not bad. 17.
Nice. How stone cold is Raf at hiding these emotions? You can see he looks a mix of it. This is fresh news to him, as it is to you. Like, you can see he's kind of surprised by the news that they're moving. He doesn't look overly happy or sad by it, just maybe surprised that that's what she's saying, that this camp is done and it's time to move on.
Okay. How would it... See, when I was in this office before, when I was doing interrogations or whatever, there was a map in the background that was covered. Can I do some kind of check, or I guess I don't know how to make it not blatantly obvious?
It's not covered anymore. It was being covered as you were being interrogated, but as you're in here now, you can see that it is not covered, and it looks like it's been moved slightly, as if it was has been used, and people have been pointing and moving. So, you know, like you'd have something against the wall, you might pull it out a little bit if you want to make it visible to the whole room. It's still left in that kind of more visible position, so it's easy for you to get a glance at. So yeah, you can, depending on what you want to pick up, likely investigation check it.
Yeah, can I do that?
Yeah.
Just so I get an idea of the layout.
Yeah. Oh, it's
specifically in comparison to where anything that's in close proximity to the prison cells.
It's a map. It's a country wide map. It's
okay. It's not okay.
It's not a site map. It's a map.
All right. Yeah. Well,
it's like a wartime tactical map. You can see that because it's got pins on it. It's got movement stuff that's noted all over it. But yeah, it's a map of a more detailed map of the northern country, Onora. It's from like the border forest up.
All right. Well, in that case, then just a guess to try and get a feel for where they may well be heading on to next.
Yep. Yeah,
but I only rolled a 10, so that's probably not going to get me much.
No, 10. You can see that there are pins. You can't see, there's nothing like denoting. They don't have like beautifully coloured things. You can see that there are pins. There are like markers in where you are based, which is right up by the coast, right by the Shadars. There's a pin in Draka. There is a pin in the Butte Springs Diamond Mountain area. Like in the bay itself, and then there's also a pin in Redvant. But they're just like big old like markers that have just been placed in. There's no like writing on it. There's nothing you can detain from it. But yeah, other than that, that's where they have pin markers in. Draka, where you are now, or you assume you are now, in the bay between Butte Springs and Diamond Mountains and Redvant.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, I think that's probably it for now. Yeah.
Yeah. So when you're leaving and walking out with Raph, where he kind of slow plods along behind you as he's like, "Hey, this is gonna be big for us because if you need anything, you need any materials, then you let me know because I don't know if she knows that, but I'm not leaving this place, so we'll get you everything you need. This is where I'm staying."
Okay. Well, yeah, it's an interesting one, right? I mean, are they expecting everyone to go out?
I don't know, but he kind of gestures back to where you'd seen the two of the Zivirax and Izari move, and he's like, "Well, if we follow whatever Izari says, and she's put us in charge of these. If they're not getting on anymore, but I mean, if the Talons don't need this camp, this is not a camp. This is where we gonna live. So I don't know. I'm not leaving if someone makes me."
Okay. I guess head back up to the crafting area.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, she did she give any sort of idea about when the planned movement is, or not?
Only that it would be soon, much sooner than she thought. You would assume that with Zivirax and Izari disappearing off, and then that going on, that they're getting ready to leave, if that's what it sounds like. So it can't be more than a day or two behind that you think they'll leave. She made it sound like you needed today to get your list together, to get your materials, because after today it might be more difficult. So there was an urgency in like, get everything you need sorted up front so I can put you on a cart and you can just work whilst I drive you somewhere. But do that now, is what her kind of words were to you.
Okay.
And that's what Raph's saying. He's like, give me the list, I'll go and get it sorted for you, because he's kind of be like, I don't want to come with you, so I'm just going to give you everything you need to go, and then you don't need me, right? Is his sentiment.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
You go back to tinkering or find out what you're going to need?
Yeah, a combination of two. Yeah.
Nice. Merrin, you would make your way back as you've done your skirt round for a few hours, made your way back into camp as we go into the 4 or 5 o'clock.
So
Yep.
have we had the meeting?
No, you'll be coming back for the meeting
Okay.
now. It'd be like into
Okay.
the afternoon. Yeah. So is there anything you want to do before that?
No, I've done everything I need to do thus far. I'm just trying to think of a plan in my head.
Nice. Prisoners, you have seen the comings and goings and the movements of the camp. You see Merrin leave and come back. You haven't seen Zilnar moving about, but you have been able to kind of watch and monitor what is going on. Is there anything you would like to check for, ask for, roll for, try and holler out to as you are all baking in the midday, well, through the midday sun now into the afternoon?
Where we're being held, are there guards with us at all times, or are we able to have conversations
Yeah,
without them knowing? Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, a guard force comes round maybe every 45 minutes to an hour, and when they say come round, it's because there seems to be these sporadic patrols of talons that move about when everyone kind of stops for a second. But you're not. There are people constantly moving about and around you and in and out of the caves and backwards and forwards, but none of them are watching you per se.
How far outside the cave are we?
from where you got pulled out. So the cave is like a semicircle, right? So you're closer to the two edges. Where you came out from, you're probably like 40 foot. Okay. Where you got pulled out. You are where the rocks, so where the caves are, kind of as it comes around and almost starts to go back up. You are right in the mouth, the kind of the widest point, which is where you were before. But yeah, so you would have been dragged about 40 foot from the cave that you were in. You're much closer to the two stairways on the left and right. Well, Peril and Kossar. You're right in the middle, Gimba.
Given that I've been in Allhearth, would I have seen Githyanki before?
Yes, you would have. Yeah, I think you would have. You would know about them, and maybe would have seen, because you would have got to Allhearth not long after. There were not a lot of. So you wouldn't have seen the fight. You wouldn't have seen the attack. The people of Allhearth would have been able to tell you about the attack, though, about the arrival of dragons who came and essentially rid whatever was going on. In a lot of places, the Githyanki are seen as either the causes of this or the saviors of this, depending on how much information people knew, because what happened all happened so quickly. No one really knows what went on.
But they would have been knocking about in Allhearth after.
And then a few of them would have stayed behind. Yeah. So yeah, what you would have known of the few of them that stayed behind were like the cleanup crew to survey, to stay behind, to check that all of the mind flayers were kind of, all of the invading force were gone. So you wouldn't have seen many, but you would have known of them, yeah.
In between people trying to think of plans and stuff, I guess I would just be chatting to the people the people in our party as well, because I don't know that much. I'd chat to Peril for a bit. Tell him I like his name. And then to the other two, so Gimba's brother and Kos, is that your name? Is it said Kos?
I can't hear you, I'm too far down the line.
You can shout.
I'll shout, just not on mic.
You're also, it's you, it's like two dwarfs, so it's like Willow and Kos and then two dwarfs. So you would, where you're on your knees, you'll be able to see each other across the two ginger heads.
Unlucky.
That's a shame.
So is it Kos or Quos?
Kos will be fine.
Kos. Okay, I'll just have a chat with Kos, really, just to get to know him, see what he's about, what he likes to do, what brought him here, if he'd like to share.
Just whilst you're tied up in the middle of the world, yeah, that's cool. Kos, would you like to?
Yeah, Kos is not gossiping over a cup of tea.
No, I didn't say there was tea. It's more just...
Yeah, there isn't tea. You're a prisoner.
Trying to determine why people are there, to try and help influence ideas of how we can get out of here.
While they have their mother's meeting, can I see if I can loosen my binding? Is it rope bindings?
Yep.
See if I can sort of maybe, I don't know, riddle my wrist or something to try and loosen them or something. Use dexterity somewhere.
Yeah. So you
not to break free, just to loosen.
Just to loosen them enough. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can give me a. I don't think it'll be well. I think
I say dex because
more. Yeah, because you like dex.
Better one.
Yeah. I think you'd have to do some stretch to like loosen the because if you're trying to dex, the only thing you'll be able to do is try and pop like a finger or like curl your hand up enough to try and move it out. I think for that to be successful, you probably want to like try and loosen them with a strength, with like almost like a pull them to the point where they're over the fattest part of your hands and just work on you've got like strong hands, right? So work on just pumping to try and loosen anything or to stretch the fibers that are there in this rope. This isn't great rope here. But yeah, you can do that within the day to try and give yourself a bonus on slipping out of them later if you like.
That'll be your strength check.
Strength.
Brilliant. 9.
Okay. So yeah, you are like pulling on the extremities of the rope, trying to get him almost to choke. Get off your wrist and get it onto your hands as much as possible and stretch them out. You just
I think I'd be kind of leaning forward.
Yeah.
To try and, that way to not make it so obvious, but so lean as far as I can to try and stretch them out a bit.
Yeah, your brother looks over to see you doing it. He goes, "Hey, watch yourself if you don't want to shine a like mine." You look up.
If you got any better ideas.
Your brother's face is messed up. He's like, "Well, distractions, or we wait for it to get a little darker."
You've always been the ugly one anyway.
Did you just call him ugly?
Uglier.
Oh, okay. There was a reason to speak to Cos. I just got caught up in the moment.
Oh, okay.
When I'm speaking to him and sort of just generic chit chat, Willow will drop in every now and then like a brotherhood phrase in response to what he's saying. So something like, "There's me brotherhood." Like all gods one light or something, but only when there aren't Talons walking past. She's not that stupid.
Yeah.
Is there any recollection, as I'm looking at Cos talking, casually dropping this in, is there any recollection from anyone else in the line? I.e. Gimbar's brother.
Oh, yes. Yeah. As you go through and just randomly dropping in bits. He
We can say that it was within conversation. It wasn't just weirdly dropping it in. It was just like, oh yeah, all God's one light, sort of thing, casual.
So he has a little chuckle and says, "You Gimbar." He's like, "Didn't know you were traveling with one of ours." He's like, "See, let faith guide you, eh, sister?"
While Willow is nattering on, Cos is actually not really responding. In fact, trying not to listen to her at all as she natters and says nonsense about gods.
Yep.
But he is examining the guard patrols and trying to see if there's a pattern, regular intervals, any time when it looks like it's the least guarded during the cycle.
Yep. Yeah, cool. Give me investigation. Give me investigation.
I think it's just Weaver and Kins playing. I don't think it's Cos and Willow.
That is a 19.
19, nice. Yeah, so you are just watching. You can see that whatever interest. Actually, I know with a 19 what you pick up. There were regular intervals. There were regular guards that came round. They definitely seem to show more of an interest in you and Balgren than they did to the rest. You were caught up. You've been here in the camp a bit longer than these guys, and you've probably tried your luck a few times. So it's just that they keep an eye on you more, or because you need to be under more surveillance. You're not sure, but you know you and Balgren are being watched a little more. As it gets past the lunch hour and there's no like a regular. They don't hit. It's not like they hit the hour on the hour they come round, but they seem to take some sort of break over lunch, and then the guards in the afternoon become way less time, way more sporadic when they're coming round, and you can see that they are more distracted. Something is either going on or is about to go on, where they are. There's a difference in their demeanor. They're not strolling past. They're not on a patrol. There's a slight more purpose to the way they're moving, and a slight erraticness to the time when it comes round. It just twigs to you that something must be happening, but you don't know what it is, but something is different.
In that case, I will. I don't know. Can I nudge the dwarf to my side?
Yeah.
Are we close enough?
No, you're not close to the nudge, but you could grunt to him.
Then I'll turn around. Dwarf, something is happening.
See, I told you I had a plan.
And I'll just, with my eyes towards the guards.
See, yeah, he looks as well. You can see the guards. Yeah, as Balgren looks up, as you all because Balgren would just send out to you, Gimbar, to look up, as you all kind of notice that there's not much else going on here, right, between you all. As you watch them, you can see that they're not on a slow dragging your heels. I'm on a patrol in a camp and nothing's fucking going on. There seems to be a little more of a spring. There seems to be a little more more action in their pace as they disappear off, and they kind of jot into a few rooms and seem to come out, and they're speaking to certain amounts of people. So you can see that something is starting to happen out and about the camp as these guards are moving around. Balgren looks back to you, Kos, and just says, "I mean, you've been in here longer than I have. What were they asking about? What can we use to our advantage? Is there anything that they're scared of, that they want, that they need? Anything we can prey on? Anything you can think of?" Give me
I'll have to ask you what I recall.
I know. Give me a history. Give me give me a skill check of your choice, and it, depending on what the skill check you pick is, depends on what you would pick up. Cool.
We'll just go with a perception, general listening and paying attention to what's been going on, or not. That's a 5.
Oh, good. You, you know that you were being, they were not beaten as much as Balgren was beaten.
What I would remember, I guess, is if they tried to recruit me as they have with some of the others.
Mm-hmm. They 100% started with that, which is why you've not been beaten as much. They were asking you lots of questions about why you were here, what you were doing, why you turned up, how you got to the camp. Similar vein to the rest of these guys would have been asked. They were asking you lots of questions about what you knew about them and what you knew about the Dragonborn and what you knew about dragons. So they were inquiring into your intellect, into your expertise, it started with like, why are you here, what's going on? Then it was like, what skills do you have? How could you be useful to us? Like, is there anything we can use? Knowing they would know that you're a Githyanki and you're not. You don't have an allegiance to this place. So they definitely were a little bit lighter on you. And then as the time went on, with you just like stoically ignoring them, that they pushed and pushed and pushed. And then they started to get a little rough with you when you were just like, I'm not going to entertain this.
I will relay the part about asking for info on dragons. And obviously, they want to recruit people they see as strong fighters.
Yep. Yeah. And he's like, yeah, they're hiding something in that cave. I know they're hiding something in that cave. Well, if something is going on, we just wait for opportunity, and at that point, we strike. Somehow. Once we have a plan. As he goes back to thinking. Merrin.
Yep.
You are with the rest of your little cohort taken into the cave. Down into well, you hadn't been in the cave before, so into the wider mouth. The four of you are led in to meet Thunderclaw. As the cave kind of goes down, dog legs a bit to the right hand side, and there's a entryway to the left. Slightly larger cavern, but not as large as the one you're in now. The entryway you're kind of pathway you're in now, and as you get in, you can smell the smell of like like a stable almost. The smell that comes out, the smell of, but with a tinge of rotting flesh. As you come to a kind of like ledge. Which is about 10 or 15 foot up from a pit below, and Thunderclaw stood on the edge of that pit, and you can see that he had been throwing huge chunks of meat down into this pit. As you get close and you guys move over, he turns around to greet you. Give me a perception check over his shoulder.
That is a 6.
6. You can hear that there is something down there eating, but it's dark. So you can't make out what it is, but he was throwing meat to something, and something is eating that meat, and it sounds like he's enjoying that meat. As he turns back to you and says, good, you're here. How was the watch? What do we report back? And you see Balin and one of the other recruits go through and report on the camp, report on the pathways, report on no signs from the guards, and then you see they go through like a regimented. This feels. You've seen something similar to this, not as like the Drow would have a lot of. There's a lot of martial presence where there's the guard force they have are well trained, well drilled. They follow procedures. This feels kind of similar to that. That this is clearly like a military operation or a well-drilled operation. They do this constantly. Thunderclaw asks the same questions, and these guys respond. So he's just trying to pick up what it is they go through. As then he turns to you and says, "Merrin, how are you this morning? How did you find your first patrol?"
I think I'm getting the basics in. Thank you. Balin has been a great help guiding me.
Looks at Balin and says, "I expected nothing less. I'm glad you two are seeing eye to eye. You are quite similar in many ways, but you have much to learn from him, so keep that up. You will go far with the talents."
Thank you.
He this is you, and you have had a night to think on your situation, how you ended up here. Is there any questions you have? Is there anything burning in the back of your mind that I can help? I want you to be as comfortable as you can be here, Merrin. I want you to feel at home.
I know it's beating a dead horse, but my journals, my father's journals.
Give me a persuasion check with advantage.
Ah, yes, my specialist subject, persuasion.
Yeah.
16.
Lucky you've got the greatest charismatic character tied to a post downstairs who's sassy as hell.
It was 16.
16, nice. 16, he looks at you and says, "If this will make you feel comfortable, Merrin, then I shall have your journals fetched for you." He's like,
I bow as eloquently as I can.
"Nice."
As a thank.
He says, "This is good. If this brings you comfort, then this will bring me comfort. There is a lot of training ahead of you. You need to learn how to use your skills in the particular way that we require them to be used, and your comfort will make that an easier and more enjoyable process for all." He turns to the other recruits that are here and says, "I think it might be time for our new recruit. Give me an insight check, Merrin, on Balin." As he looks at you.
That is another 16.
16. You see Balin is trying to look worried. He's trying to as Thunderclaw says that, he looks at you like he's doing a shocked face, but there is just he's got a little smirk. And Balin says, "I agree, Thunderclaw. I think he's ready." As Thunderclaw leans forward, grabs you, Merrin, pulls you up to the edge of the ledge that's here, and says, "I hear you're quite the keen fighter."
I dabble.
"Do you think you're ready to take on your initiation challenge?" As he reaches down, grabs a piece of meat out and hangs it over the edge.
I'm gonna look around because I'm expecting to be pushed.
He has his hand on your back, and you're stood on the edge of a ledge.
Yeah, exactly. It's very obvious, but
Yeah.
I feel like I'm going to get pushed. And I'm kind of want to prep myself to brace for a fall.
Nice. Okay. Cool. Yeah. So you're aware. You wouldn't be surprised if anything happens here. It's as he holds out the meat and drops it down and says, "Your opponent It's nothing that you should worry about. As he drops it down, you see kind of like almost slithering, running forward and chomping and fighting at this meat that drops down there are two of the drakes that you saw before. These they look very similar almost in coloration to Thunderclaw, blue, but stout, big, but they are more like lizards. They run out and they rip this meat apart and look down as he goes, "I'm sure it'll be fine," and goes to push you in the back, but grabs your collar. So as you steady yourself to be ready, as he goes to push and then pulls you back, and he just starts laughing. He's like, oh my, that was. He's like, Balin, did you warn him about that? Because he was ready for it. He knew it was coming. It's a smart one we've got here. As he laughs again, and you can see that he has tickled himself quite pink with this hilarious joke of attempting to throw you into a pit of drakes.
I go.
He's like, he didn't even wet himself. Some of the others have wet themselves, Merrin. Oh, I don't get many chances to laugh in this camp. Oh, I would never feed you to my drakes. They are quite special. Very well trained. We don't want them learning to eat talents now, do we? Oh God.
Do you have more, or are these just your two favorite?
Oh, these are the two babies. There are some more savvy drakes that are out on guard. We lost a few in the fight, in the raid that came before, but it won't take us long to breed some more through. We have a few scales left for the ritual, so yes, we will train some more. We don't want too many because we have to keep them fed. You see, they're quite hungry little beasts. But
I can see that.
You can see they're just like ripping apart these things. But you can see that these ones that are in here look more juvenile than the one that burst through the gate in Butte Springs. You can just see by looking at them, the size of them is much smaller. As he's like, yeah, they took a few weeks to get up to full size, to be fully trained. The kobolds do what they can to keep them in line, but they must have one line of command, and that is me. But yes, I was only joking. I was never going to feed you to the drakes. So he looks to Balin and says, "We are training what today?" And Balin says, "We are honing our Inquisitor's awareness." And he goes, "Oh, good. Make sure Merrin gets some training in this. It will be a useful skill for him to pick up quickly." And he kind of nods, and you can still see like under his breath a little bit. He's laughing as he says, "Merrin, is there anything else I can do for you today? I will request your journals are brought to you. Once you have finished training, they'll be ready in your barracks this evening. Anything else I can do?"
No. That's fine. Not throw me into the drakes.
No.
Was more than enough.
It was a joke. It was. We like to have fun. Fun place to work.
I can tell.
I will get your journals. Please do give your utmost attention and skill to the training this evening. The honing your awareness will be a very valuable skill that we will require from you. If you are to go far, then the quicker you can pick up your awareness and tune into your awareness, the further you will go. I have a strong feeling that you would do very well, Merrin.
I will try my best.
As he kind of nods and says, "Please be on your way, carrying your training. Do not let me slow you down in your progress."
I go to leave. Well, no, scrap that. I wait for Balin to start to leave, and then I follow Balin like a little puppy.
Yep. Yeah, the rest of
but not a metal puppy. Not a robot
Not a
puppy.
metal puppy.
That fires mysterious bolts out of its face.
What?
No one knows that yet, and the dog doesn't exist at the moment.
The dog's dead. Nice. So you head back off with the rest of the group. You go to your training. They go and train not in the main encampment. It's like up on a hill. They kind of take you up and away. They don't like to do any of their training or bits within the actual camp itself. So they do some training out and away, like on the hillside, almost again providing a kind of watch of what's going on in the area. But they will go through and start teaching you some of their talent skills. Specifically, there will be some, obviously, like sword work and bits you do, some sparring, but yeah, to tune into your awareness. So we will do some rolls with you later on for that.
Provided everyone doesn't escape this evening.
Why?
Because it'll take a while to learn, I would suspect.
It would probably take a while to learn for Liam. Nice. So the day carries on. Go into the early hours of the evening. The sun won't set for a while, but you see the camps starts to slow down as we come through, and the work day starts finishing. Some of the Dragonborn come out. There's like an evening meal that starts to happen. The meats that were killed and skinned from this morning's catch are being cooked up and roasted out. Those of you that are tied up and prisoners can smell the foods being cooked, the big stews being made, lots of stews and big pot meals being cooked to enable small scraps of meat to last and feed vaster groups. Remembering again that like only 1 in every like 4 carcasses goes to the people, where these 3 go deeper down into the caves. As they all start to slow down and finish. Still not, the kobolds are quick to finish at the end of the day, so they give up and go down to start feeding and get to pull you down. You as prisoners that are stuck there do not get to eat. As you can see that the rest of them are down. You can hear Zilna, but by the time you get to this evening meal time, that a lot of the kobolds and dragonborn are whispering and gossiping. And mainly this news from Rafa that is passing around the camp. They are the rumor that is being banded about from everyone, that they have heard from different guards that are moving about, is that a large talent force is leaving the camp tomorrow. They are taking the spoils from the raids. They are taking a large portion of the loot, and they are leaving. There will be some that stay behind, but it sounds like most of the Talons are being told that they are moving out tomorrow. So
where's this being said?
That's being said by the Dragonborn and Kobolds.
Okay, so I hear this.
So you guys would eat with them for some level of camaraderie, but there is Zilna would probably pick up more than you, that there is a little bit of tension between the Talons and the Kobolds and the Dragonborn in some instances. But yeah, you would start to hear the rumor being passed around that some of the Talon force are moving out tomorrow. This would be the first time as well, Zilna and Merrin, where you are in an area in a communal big enough group where they are eating and mixing between each other in these like larger feeding huts to be able to speak if you would like. It wouldn't be so odd for you to come together. They do all mingle about. There's a little weirdness between the Talons and the Dragonborn and the Kobolds, but I think that's just because there's a bit of unknown of what's going on at the moment. They did all fight together. They did all raid together. But it wouldn't be weird for you two to come together if you would like in this kind of evening meal.
I don't think I want to say anything in particular, but I do kind of want to settle myself. Well, where's Balin in the room?
He'll be sat with you. He's like twin.
Yeah, no, but I'm thinking like whether I try and kind of put myself
if you want
nearer.
Up to you. Up to you how you want to play it. So as you all come in,
I want to try and put myself near,
Nearer.
so sort of, because I imagine that kind of they are vaguely split. So I want to sit sort of in the center of the room so I can kind of listen to what's going on around me and just kind of take it in.
Yeah, that's easy enough. So yeah, Zilna, you see Merrin come in. There's these 4 Talons that kind of all sit together. They are distinct from the other Talon guards. Again, they aren't in the full plumage. They don't have like the full headdresses and the armor plates, but they are in white robes with the gold ties around them. Just sitting and picking up, you would hear the rumor passing around pretty pretty virulently that the Talons are moving out, and a lot of what the Dragonborn are asking is, are they staying? Are they not staying? Where's is our what's their role? What's going on? They don't think they're moving from here. So there's a lot of confusion on the Dragonborn side. A lot of the Talons are quite happy that they seem to be moving, but as it's going round and listening, Balin isn't commenting on any of that. So you'd have to ask him if you wanted to.
I'm going to say to Balin, what they're saying. Are we also leaving, or is Thunderclaw staying here?
But as I understand it, yes, Thunderclaw has not prepped us to leave, so I don't believe we will be leaving tomorrow. This Varanthos and Thunderclaw, this was their station in the north, and it was a surprise. Zephyrax was here just to handle relations with the Azari, the Dragonborn, and then was to leave. So I do not know the full plan. All I know is that if we were to be leaving, Thunderclaw would have prepped us for all that. So I assume we are staying for some time.
Okay, I just everything has happened so quickly recently, and I just wanted to make sure that there was some stability.
Oh well, yes, we've been here for a while, but we do move around quite a lot. Although, like I said, I did believe that Varanthos was given the remit of the North for her mission, so I think we will be here for a little while at least. But we must be ready to move whenever we are. But the Talons will look after us wherever we go.
Okay. I've got it.
Zona,
Yes.
anything you would like?
So obviously with Raph saying this out to the other kobolds and the Dragonborn, I want to try and kind of be in Raph's ear and the ones that I've got to know a bit, to kind of just put in little things like, they shouldn't be. You should be as entitled to everything as they are. Why are they taking things with them if they're leaving? You know, it should be shared equally between the Talons and the Dragonborn and the kobolds.
You hear some of the kobolds picked up a little bit, like some of the younger kobolds. They're a bit like, yeah, we did all the hard work. Why are we not getting the loot? Like, where are they taking it? And some of the older ones in the Dragonborn kind of pat them down. They explain to you in loose terms, really, that their loot isn't gold, silvers, and pretties. Their treasure is this place. Some of the younger kobolds are a bit like, yeah, fuck that, we want some fucking gold, and what's going on. But the definitely the older kobolds and the Dragonborn are a bit more stoked on the idea of this. They're like, if the Talons need to leave, the Talons need to leave. That's fine. Our treasure is here.
Okay, I'll say, but wouldn't some of that help you here? Rebuild here? Return this to what it should be?
Some of it maybe would, yes, but what price would it cost? It's taken us many hundreds of years to set foot back on this island, to get this close to what was rightfully ours. We do not want to risk that for a couple of pieces of gold.
That's fair. So I would have seen Merrin come in.
Yeah.
I'm not. I'm going to try not to make eye contact because I don't trust him, even though I am also.
I was gonna say, I guess I kind of try and step away because I guess they're all all the kobolds are probably shouting over each other about this and whatever. So
yeah, they
I
because
want
you are also to them like they have that conversation with you to kind of like enlighten you, but the Dragonborn would see you more as a Talon than obviously one of them. You wouldn't understand. It's almost like you don't understand. You're not one of us. How could you understand? They will, if they were to have you get the feeling that they to have a conversation. They're going to discuss this like plan. What happens? They have a big concern about the Bronze Dragonborn disappearing. Like if the Bronze Dragonborn is left, then like where like who are they looking up to? Like who is there? Yes, they were told to report into the Talons, but realistically, they report into Izari.
Yeah.
So if she's gone, what's the plan? What's going on? Who knows what? You get the feeling that they wouldn't notice if you were there or not there.
Okay.
As they jibber jabber.
I will cast message to Merrin.
Mm-hmm.
Just say we need to find a chance to talk privately.
I respond. And why should I trust you?
Said the snake to the snake.
We go back and forth. We go back and forth from the cantrips here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I will message back saying, if we can find a time and place, I'll hear you out. But don't make me regret it.
And I will say back to him that, well, you also seem to be in a similar situation to me, so the closest thing to
Oh, if only I had Zone of Truth as a spell. Is what I say in response.
No,
that's
yeah,
fine.
I'll just get on with eating, I guess. I'll probably still say close to the kobolds because
The problem with
really the only
messages,
group I've kind of...
you have to point at the person, and I'm just getting pictures of the Spider-Man meme.
Just pointing across the like sneaky little points across the tables.
But also around like, what the fuck are these two doing?
Nice. Cool. So the meal, the evening meal continues. People then start to go back to either their evening jobs, whatever their evening jobs might be, or taking their rest. It's not like it's a super tight work camp. As people start to rest as the sun starts to set, as you are both fed. So we will take a little break now, and come back as the sun goes down and the plan doesn't exist.
And can I grab like a couple of bits of food to just put in a bag or something like that? Of my food, just keep some of it.
Yep. Yeah, there'll be breads. Be mainly bread you get because you're pretty much being served like a stew and bread.
Okay, yeah.
So
Can I have a seeded loaf if you're getting it for us, please?
There's 100% no seeded loaf, unfortunately. I know there is seeded loaf. It's got kobold.
I love that she's been like tied up as a prisoner for like 24
still.
hours, and she's like, excuse me, do you have a seeded loaf?
So is that
Yeah,
white,
I'll
is
try
that
to have a
white bread?
little natter with everybody as well.
Is that white bread? Oh no, I'd rather just starve actually. No, don't. Cool. Right, let's take a break there. And then as the sun comes down, so those of you that are tied up are waiting to hear what's going on. Those of you that are hungry, you've been left out all day in the sun, starving. Zilna and Merrin, quite plump actually. It's quite really good stew, nice and full, warm, delicious. We'll be back in a second. A little tea break. Ba, 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 ba.
Try and have a gossip while tied to stakes.
Listen, there was a reason for it. I was trying to work out. I didn't know
all
if
over again.
I didn't know. No, because he's probably gonna kill your brother. Let's be honest. Not two dwarfs ain't gonna survive this.
Wow.
I was
Not if there's kobolds about.
exactly. I was trying to figure out if Gimbar knew his brother wasn't in the same group as him, watchers or whatever you are.
Yeah. No.
And trying to get Gimbar's brother to say something about the other Brotherhood person that I did a terrible perception roll on last week.
Leo.
Yeah. Because I don't
what
know
we
that
think.
he's here.
Yeah.
Yeah, but who we think is Leo. And then for you, No, it was more just to try and work out why you're here and where your nose is. But you weren't
Sniffing out
having
trouble.
any of it. Yeah?
We're not going to have a gossip while we're all tied down.
You're so mean to me. Some might say you've cut your nose off spite your face. You'll regret that.
I'm not just going to start telling all my secrets to somebody I've only just met.
But I'm so friendly. And I did say it was like in between people coming up with plans. Some light relief, I like to think.
Oh, you barely even know the people you were captured with.
I know, and that's why I'm trying to make friends with you, because these people have got me captured.
Well, the one who got you captured's dead.
Yeah, I know, but you're giving off the same vibes. That's what I was trying to determine.
Just have a natter with Perrin. He's right next to you. Not Perrin,
Yeah.
Peril. I keep on thinking of the damn Hobbit.
That makes me think of, is it
Kevin
Lee
and Perrin.
Perrin's horse? Is it Lee Perrin's?
Yeah. Makes me think of Kevin and Perry.
Oh, can I have a jam sandwich, Mrs. Patterson?
No, it's Pippin and Merrin, and Perrin is like the blend of the two of them.
Yeah. Of course.
It doesn't
it's
help
not
that the
making
other one's
smells.
called fucking Merrill as well.
Yeah. You missed a good nose joke, Herb. I was really proud of it. actually.
Ah,
Yeah. You'll have to watch the stream back, I'm afraid.
we'll have to.
It wasn't that good.
No,
It was, you laughed.
Pity laugh.
It was
He-
a burn joke.
No,
He
God.
belly laughed, actually.
Oh,
And I heard him, you know, when you slap your legs, it's so funny. I heard that on his mic. I was like, oh.
That's probably his head hitting the desk rather than anything else.
I was promised snow. There
He
is
was
no
laughing
snow.
so hard.
face
Can't
palm.
even hold his own head up.
I don't believe you.
And then he ended the conversation with, "Oh, you've got me again, kids. You funny bitch."
Definitely sounds like me.
Yeah.
What drugs are you on? You drink the whole of the bottle of Cowpole?
No.
'Cause it
Oh, that would be nice.
does kind of sound like you have.
To be a pink carpal though.
Nah, man, purple. Purple all
That's what I
day
mean.
long.
Purple, pink, whatever it was. Not the orange one.
Oh,
Orange.
Orange.
no, I've
Yeah,
never
but
heard
the-
of that.
Fucking
The orange carpal. It's like for
No.
6+ or something.
no.
Not the original carpal.
No.
Purple all day, baby.
Yeah.
I remember liking Cowpole because it was so sugary.
Yeah.
Ah,
They changed the ingredients on it now, though.
Of course they
Yeah,
did.
it's not sugary anymore.
Of course they did. You can't have fucking. You can't be giving kids sugar. They're like, oh, they're amazingly. Kids are getting better on Cowpole. It's like, you sure they just fucking hyped off their tits on sugar?
Oh, so my mate always was confused why his kid was always hyperactive at bedtimes. Turns out, him and his then missus had a cup of tea like near bedtime, and so they gave a small one to the kid, and it's like there's caffeine,
Oh, caffeine in
in
it,
tea.
yeah.
What the fuck are you doing? He was like, yeah, but it's not much. It's like, no, it's technically
More than
quite
coffee.
a lot. Technically more
For a
than
kid,
coffee.
For
Yeah.
a child, yeah.
Like, it was
And
only a
there's sugar
small
in it.
one, but I don't think they realised.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's getting him off his tits and then going, right, now go
Why
to
is my
sleep.
kid so hyper at bedtime? You're just giving them a fucking can of Monster.
Yeah.
yeah, basically.
Crazy.
Just
Just
like
let
that.
him, just let him
And he
huff
stopped.
sugar.
He stopped soon after we put 2 and 2 together on his behalf.
Ah, good job.
I think. And now she's in bed by like 7 p.m. every night. It's wild. I don't even think when I was a kid I had a bedtime, so it feels very strange that he
You
like
must have had a bedtime.
is
That's a bit
yeah.
cool.
I'd love that to be my bedtime now.
Yeah, no. Your bedtime can be whenever you want it to be. Don't let them tell you otherwise. Right.
And you can eat ice cream in bed
It's been there.
'Cause you're an
It's
adult.
messy.
for breakfast.
Don't encourage her.
No, you can't.
Yeah, I don't need
She
encouragement.
doesn't need encouragement.
Um,
Who else left? Is everyone back? We are back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I didn't actually move.
Well, that's fine. You don't have to move. I just need to know if you're here or not.
Meh.
I just need to know if you're here or not. Nice. So, the evening meal has been had. The prisoners, you have been starved and left outside. There are rumours that the camp, or some of the camping's incapacitants, I'll say then, some of the camp's inhabitants will be leaving in the morrow. The Talon, a large Talon contingent, have gone. Izari and Virax, the Black Half Dragon, and the Coppen Dragonborn have left the camp, as far as you are aware, ahead of the party. Yep. And night time is fine.
At some point, I wanted to try and find the time to send a message to Willow to update her that a
us
large
the plan.
amount of the Talons are leaving. Obviously, she'll be able to see it,
Okay.
but just to
Cool. So,
pass the message on.
as you leave, dinner, then you'd have a chance to fire a message. So yeah, we can do that now if you like. So as the sun is starting to come down, and you guys have been left out all day waiting for something to happen, thus far nothing has happened. Willow, you receive a message from Merrin informing you that some of the Talons are leaving tomorrow.
Some of the Talons, yeah, that's basically it. The Talons are leaving tomorrow. Some of them, they're taking the loot elsewhere. Do not react to this message.
Sound like a threat.
Please.
Thank you. I will reply and say we're working with Gimbar's brother and a Githyanki to try and put a plan of escape in place. I will let them know your information. Let me know of any updates because I can't message you first. And then I'll let the chained up people know what Merrin has shared.
Cool. So, as the sunlight is leaving, sunset is upon us. The light is starting to go down. There's little bits of movement about the camp, but it is quietening down, at least in the outdoor areas. Zilna and Merrin, you are free to move about. The rest of you clearly are not. What is the plan? Sleeping out here?
Would we have to sleep standing up? Sitting up? Oh
Or
no, we
leaning
need to
forward.
think of something. I'm not doing that.
Give prisoners, or give me. Oh my god, what even check? It would probably be insight. I might be persuaded on another intelligence, but not arcana. Maybe heals. No, it's insight. Give me insight checks.
18.
At 17.
17 for me as well.
Nice.
17 as well.
Woof. There we go. You all have the exact same thought at the exact same time. So you hear that the Talons are moving out. So some of the Talons are moving out tomorrow. Not sure who's going to move out tomorrow. As you hear that, you're like, okay, that's good they're moving. The question then comes to your mind. You are prisoners of the Talons. Does that mean you are being moved? Or if you are not being moved, does that mean, well, they're not just going to let you go, are they? So The question that would puzzle you all is, if we wait to tomorrow, are we being loaded up and taken as prisoners elsewhere? Or the fact that we are tied up like cattle outside at the moment, does that mean that we have no use for? And probably knowing the Talons, they're not just going to leave you here. They're probably going to want to kill you, right? So which one is it? Do you think you're useful enough to be taken away? Or do you think you're going to be murdered in the morning?
After that thought, I say aloud to the group, not sure about you, but my 2 conversations with those Talons didn't go terribly well.
She says, tied up, not being fed all day.
If they try again, I'm worried to the outcome. To
Yes,
convert me, I mean.
I got the same feeling.
I just think we need to bide our time, and hopefully the other 2 will be able to get us out. Hopefully they'll make a move this
Leave
evening.
each other bread.
Merrin is messaging me, but he's also swishing around in his Talon gear. I think he's quite enjoying it. I haven't heard from Zilna, have I, for a while?
No.
Just Merrin. Okay. And I've not heard anything of Zilna since he said it's not what it looks like.
Who's to say they're even wanting to break us out? We don't know them.
We don't. And all I can hope is that they, like us, are here for the right reasons. But I'm not sure that we can rely solely on them. We also don't know even if they are still on our side. The Talons, they're not good people, necessarily. They could be threatening them. You just don't know. Doesn't mean I've got an answer, though. I just hope that they act in honour.
Last question. They've taken all our stuff. Like, we don't have anything on us, do we? Like, arcane focus, anything, just bolts.
They didn't de-armor anyone with armors apart from Balgrand and Kos, who would have been prisoners for longer, who have been de-armored. You guys were brought in yesterday, given one night, and now are strapped up outside. But swords and packs were taken away from you.
And obviously I've been given back my stuff. Is the other stuff, the wagon that had the other stuff, is that still in the same place it was before? Because it was kept separate from
You don't know.
the other
It was.
stuff.
It was at first, but you haven't checked in on where any of that stuff could be. So it could be where it was. Could have been moved. You don't know.
Okay. I guess after eating, I'll head outside then.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, knowing where that location was before, I won't head over to it.
Mm-hmm.
But like, kind of, can I get eyes on where it was before?
It was in the back of the cart that it came in on. So as you look over, the carts have been moved out of there, so the bag has gone. You know, it's not exactly where it was before. Kind of makes sense if the carts start being moved. If they're thinking about moving out, that they're going to need them for loading stuff up. But so yeah, the carts are moved. You don't know what happened to whatever contents was left within them.
Okay. Can I find any kind of darker corner out here?
Mm-hmm.
Like a cove to go into? And does a tail class as a limb?
A tail?
Yes.
No. I think a
No,
limb would
okay,
be an
good.
arm or a leg.
Okay, good. I will get to a dark corner,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to cast Disguise Self on myself
Mm-hmm.
to go into the form of a kobold.
Nice.
Colour?
What did you say?
What colour kobold? Just trying to imagine it.
Asking the real questions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A pretty elf colour.
Yeah, are you
of them-
shiny? Or?
I say,
Yeah.
what are most of the ones around?
Most of them are either blue bronze or there's a few that are like red black, but the vast majority are the same coloration as like a blue bronze.
I'll go blue bronze then.
Yeah.
So looking out into the courtyard area, is there much movement in and around them guys tied up?
No, at the moment there's not a lot of people moving back. So after a lot of the main meal, when a lot of people would have been around, either kobolds that are done for the day going back to their they either like going back for rest, or they are sort of milling about, but there's probably less than 10 people within like 60 foot of what's going on around them.
Okay, I will pick a moment to kind of head over towards them then. I will get up to them. I've got to do a kobold impression. I'll get out to him like, look at these chumps over here still tied up. And then kind of kick dirt at the first one in the line. And while after that, I'll kind of under my breath be like, I'm in my own voice, be like, I'm trying to work on something. I will try and get a bit of the bread out and give it to each one as I move along. And say
you would
that
for them to be able to eat it, you're gonna have to feed them because they have the tied behind their back.
I will feed them then. Well, I'll keep. I
Are
guess
you doing
I'll kind of
choo-choo noises?
Yes, yeah, definitely, yeah. Well, I'll obviously keep an eye that no one else is kind of coming over.
Okay.
But I kind of will relay to them that they are planning to take me out with them in the next couple of days. I'm trying to work on what I can to get them free before. And I as much as I can in such a small time being there, kind of relay a few of the things like the kobolds don't want to leave, and aren't particularly fond of the Talons. What other things I quickly get across to them? And I'll also say that the Black Dragonborn is the actual, or the Black Dragon one is the main person, not the ones leading the camp.
Nice.
And that this land is effectively sacred to the kobold and the dragonborn.
Cool. So yeah, as you see this this kobold come down, start kind of jeering you, and then drops into Zilna's known voice and starts giving out information. I would say likely Peril, Willow, and Gimbar, the only ones that can fully make out what you're saying without you having to shout at them all, because they're like 40 foot along once you put the gaps in, as they are shouting and going. Give me a perception check for keeping an eye out and spotting if anyone's coming too close.
It is a 17.
17.
Go behind me near my hands. I can cast guidance on you.
Because that won't look suspicious at all.
Just glows.
17. Yep.
Can I, as you're like talking to us, I will ask you, do you have any honey on you?
What for your bread?
Maybe. It's not a component that I can use for a certain spell.
I don't think I will have any honey on me, unfortunately.
Honey
Can you
trap.
get some?
Does anyone, and I think the answer is pretty much no, but does any of the prisoners have a passive perception above 21?
I mean, I'd like to.
Mine's 12, so we could reverse the numbers.
Yeah.
So no. So as Zilnar is going through and then gets the strange request, looks around to check no one's coming, asking for honey, and the confusion's there, you then see appearing behind Zilnar as they go to attack an orc, as he will go to again grab Strangle, very similar to what he did before, and Garrett you, Zilnar. That's actually a terrible roll. That's only a 14 to hit with advantage.
I guess I will cast shield.
Nice. So you, that doesn't, your disguise self is not concentration, is it? It just lasts for a set amount of time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Lasts for an hour.
Your form being slightly off is thrown off this orc as he goes through. As you cast shield, a second orc appears. The rest of you that are sat in front can see these two orcs are trying to grab Zilnar. Merrin, you are
Hello.
with Balin and the others as one of the other guys comes through and says, Thunderclaw has sent a message for us. There is to be some distraction this evening, something to cause a ruckus among the kobolds and dragonborn. He does not want us to move on this. We are to ignore this evening.
What? How? What? Why?
Balin looks to you and just says,
not us getting involved,
No.
but the why is there a ruckus?
Balin says, Merrin, I think sometimes it's best just to wait and see. There's always a plan, and if Thunderclaw has asked us not to move, our best bet is to not move and find out more in the morning.
Okay.
So yeah, he turns to the others as they kind of they you can see that they look a little bit perturbed, like by that fact that something's going to happen and they're not going to be involved in it. But yeah, that's the message coming in. Thunderclaw does not want you guys to act when something starts kicking off. Zilnar, roll me initiative, please.
Fantastic. That is a 14.
14. Cool.
Can we shout like one of the kobolds is being attacked?
You can do, yeah. Yeah, if you want to shout out. As one of them is going before you, Zilnar now. He dropped out of his invisibility, which doesn't help. That is a 6, only a 16 this time. I see again goes to strangle you.
I guess this is now classed as being a whole separate turn, so my shield won't still be up with it.
No, your shield would be until your go comes round. So the fact that he went before you kind of helps him out.
Okay, yeah. So that again will still be up, so that doesn't hit.
As the orc just says to you, he looks at the other one. He's like, just grab him. We need to get him out of here now. We need one. As it's your go, Zilnar.
But they say they need one.
Yeah.
Question: how close am I to? God, that's gonna be fucking loud. I can't do that. That would be very loud. Fuck. I will.
Can I try and break out of my restraints?
Yeah, roll initiative for me.
That's strength.
No, roll initiative first. I see what you like first. Yeah.
14.
Okay. Yeah, it'd be after the next orc.
Okay, I will use. I only get that one use for that, but fuck it. No one's seen it yet, but I'm going to use magic action to use my tools to create the cannon.
Nice. Okay, how does that work?
So it's not going to be in the shape of the dog because that would be too complicated for just literally just them straight out. So yeah, I just quickly, effectively put together a tube with like a tripod stand on the floor. So it's not even going to be the wheeled version either. So I'm just as quick as possible, just get it out there.
Nice.
Next to me. And then I guess I'll use for my bonus action, how far from me does that go? I guess it just goes right next to me, doesn't it? Within 5 foot of myself. Okay, so in terms of where I am,
Yep.
is there a way I could get to the... Oh, that's going to be really bright, isn't it? No, fuck it. I'm just going to use the Force Ballista on one of them then.
Nice.
I need to remember what I roll for this. What pluses do I get for that? The hit is +6. Fucking hell. That is an 8.
That's going to miss. So this is...
Yeah.
What
So
is there...
I guess it'd be firing upwards.
And so read out what it is that it actually does, because it sounds like it's going to be a bigger boom.
Make a ranged spell attack originates from the cannon at one creature or object within 120 feet of it.
Yep.
On a hit, the target takes 2d8 force damage.
Force damage. So it is like a cannon that goes off. So yeah, you guys are being spoken to or are looking down the line because you've got a long view of this across. But yeah, you see this kobold come up. All of a sudden, these two orcs appear, try and garrot this kobold, who quickly assembles something, and then you just hear this blast go out, fires up into the sky, missing the orcs that stood behind. At this time of evening, the sound would be loud enough, Merrin, you would hear that as well. Not long after just being told not to move on any sort of commotion that is about to be caused. As goes off, the first orc's just like, oh fuck, as he goes to grab you again. Right, I need to roll above a fucking 6 this time. That might help. I rolled a 6 again. You won't believe it. He misses again with a strangle. You should be strangled. As he is, he goes, not realizing that you are not the form that you should be, keeps missing. It's almost like garroting your eyeballs rather than your throat. As he's just like, oh fuck. The other guy goes, I'm just going to grab him. As it will be back round to you, Zilna. The sound is, Gimbar, you want to try and break out of your restraints?
Yeah.
Give me a dexterity check. Try and slip out, I'm assuming.
For Christ's sake. Was on a 14 and rolled a 4, 9.
No. As you pull through, you start moving and trying to pull your hands, trying to squeeze your hands together as tight as possible to pull them out. You haven't got very far at the moment.
Yeah.
The rest of you are just watching this fight happen in front of you. If there's anything you want to do and jump in, then let me know, or you can sit and watch it happen. You don't need to act. Includes you, Merrin, as well. Zilna, back around to you.
Okay, so one of them has grabbed me, or is he?
Mm-hmm. No, I can't remember above a 6. You should be strangled.
Oh, okay.
But I've missed 3 attacks.
Oh, I'm happy with that. I will shocking grasp one of them then. I'm rolling shit as well. That's an 11.
11, no, it misses as you reach out to Shocking Grasp. Connects with the armor, not with the person. Does not translate anything across. That's the go goes off. You start to hear a bit of commotion coming up from around you. So yeah, party, prisoner party. Is there anything you would like to do?
Yes.
Oh, sorry, I was just saying, got the bonus action for the. And I mean, seeing as I've already made a load of fucking noise, I might as well just do what I was going to do the first time, thinking that the light would be a problem. I'm gonna. Would there be a way that I can angle it to do the flamethrower and hit both of them?
No.
Without. No, okay. Oh well, I just try and hit one of them with that.
Yeah, and if this is a thing that's gone down, they're on top of you, which means they're going to be on top of it. So if it's ranged attack, it probably should be a disadvantage as well.
Yeah, well, I missed that first one anyway. But so for the flamethrower, it's a dex save.
Okay, yeah, she'll be able to get one of them. But yeah, they're stood either side of you, so the cannon, without setting yourself on fire.
Yeah.
Do that. You can do that if you want.
I don't want to set myself on fire, really.
Fucking hell. It's an 8.
Well, that's a fail.
Yeah, I rolled a 4. I have not rolled above 10.
That is 8 fire damage.
Okay, 8 fire damage. Nice. Nice as one of these orcs gets engulfed by this little cannon. Yes, prisoners.
Can I do anything that requires somatic for spells?
No. You'd have to
In that
free
case,
your hands.
don't worry about it.
You can. So you guys are tied up, so you can try and pull yourself free via like squeezing out, or you can attack the pole that you're against to try and weaken it. This is a pole that is dug into the ground, but it's dug into earth, right? So with enough attacks backwards and forwards, you might be able to loosen it enough to free yourself, but then you'd be running with your hands behind your back. So it's what creative ways you have to move it, or you just let it play out, because at the moment, all you've seen is these orcs attack what should be a kobold, but is actually Zilna. Not that Belgrand and Kos probably know that.
No, nothing for me.
Okay.
Is the pole straight up in the air, or is it at an angle?
It's straight up in the air.
Straight up in the air. Okay.
Yeah, straight up, and then on the back side of it is like the hook that your rope is through. So you're like almost like a fence post with like the runs that would go through. You are like tied to one of those. Nice. Well, the other one then is just gonna try. It makes so much sense just to fucking grapple you. I don't know why this just won't work. Dice, stop being a dick. There's no point grabbing you. He's just gonna try and garrot you again. It's so good. I rolled a 3 this time. Aye. Fuck my life. This is the biggest shit show I've ever seen. 2 orcs.
I fight all over again.
Absolutely useless. Honestly,
This is what happens when I'm on a one-on-one fight or
God,
1-on-2 fight.
I should have strangled you.
Nothing hits at
4
all.
fucking below 10 rolls. Nice. That's them. So yeah, if anyone else, so the gun goes off, and as it's 6 seconds around, right? You start to hear a bit of commotion as the kobolds and stuff would be closest to moving, as people come out to start looking at what was going on. No one's been told what's happening. You don't hear from the gun going off the sound of any like troops descending quickly. It's more the inquisitiveness of the groups around. So that was the last one. So it actually goes back to, if none of you guys are acting, it goes back to the first orc. I have one attempt before people come out now. Dun, 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 dun. It's not going to do it. That's 12.
No, that just misses.
So it's you.
I guess I'm going to go for the same 1-2 that I did last time, and hopefully both hit. Oh, that's better. That's a dirty 20 for Shocking Grasp.
Yep, that hits.
So that is 3 lightning damage.
Yep.
And I guess I will just go for the flamethrower again and hope they roll bad on their dex save.
Okay, going for the same one you hit before.
Yeah. Oh, I think the Shocking Grasp would have probably been on that one as well.
Yeah, that's what I assumed you'd be doing. It's a 10.
That's a fail. And that is 12 fire damage.
That's going in a bit. That guy is bloodied now. The other one is just going to fucking stab you. That's much better. Dirty 20.
Yep, that hits.
So he is going to do. He has his one-time thing. See, 12 points of piercing damage. He just go instead of trying to grab any more, just takes the dagger, just stabs it straight through below your ribs.
Okay.
Nice. As some, so the flamethrower kind of set this guy off, right? As you see some of the Dragonborn and Kobolds start to come out, they are the closest to what's going on here, and you hear them. A few of them just start to call out, and they're like, "Hey, what's going on? The prisoners? Are they moving? What's happening?" As you see a few of these kobolds and dragonborn start to make their way out. So as you look around, and then the rest of you look up, you see that kobolds and dragonborn are starting to come out and find what the fuck is going on, what the cannon noise was, and why there's something on fire by the prisoners. I think first instinct is that the prisoners are trying to escape, as they're calling out and looking for talons to come, but there are no talons. So next round, those kobolds will be able to move once they've worked out what is happening. Yeah, very fucked up. Orc is up next. He's just going to fucking try and attack you and then get the fuck away. That's only a 12 on the stab.
That misses.
And then he will run, which means he will leave your range for opportunity attack as he just looks at everyone and says, "It's not worth it. Get out. Go." As he just turns to start running. He's singed and close to death.
I don't get the... I can't do the shocking grasp on it unless I have the warcast, can I?
No.
So no. I won't be doing anything to him.
Cool. He starts running away from you. That is your turn.
Okay, how far away has he gone?
He would have run 30 foot. Oh, 35.
I will shocking grasp the... Do I heal myself? Because that might be useful. Because... No one knows I'm disguised until I actually study me, are they? So, okay. I will. Let's hope this works. Shocking grasp. Him. That is a 24.
Yep.
To hit. That is 7 points of lightning damage to him.
Yep.
And I will move. Now that I've shocking grasp him, he can't get the reaction, the opportunity attack. I will move back towards where the kobolds now are.
Yep.
And I will yell out, "The orcs attacked me! They're trying to feed the prisoners!"
Nice. Okay, cool. Give me a persuasion check with advantage.
That is a 13.
13. Let me get up stats of my Kobold brothers. Oh yeah, nice. Cool. As you run back, the few of them that have come out, especially the ones that are here. So the orcs have turned and run up away. So they're trying to run almost out of the camp, back towards where they kind of stayed and lived on the temporary huts that were nearer the entrance anyway. So seeing that this has just fucking gone horribly, they are just legging it, almost to leg it out of the camp as far as they can up the hill. One of them just started going. You've run back to the kobolds as the second one is stuck. As then these kobolds are kind of between them. So as they run the 35 foot, you've run there equidistantly. They're like only 15 foot away. So these kobolds see you come back, and one of them just shouts, "Gam!" And they all just like, "Ah!" And this like cry goes out from the kobolds as a load of them just start charging after the orc that is running away, and the other one that's due to go now just goes, "Oh shit!" As his go is just going to be to fucking try and peg it, I reckon. What's he? Yeah, because he uses invisibility to try and sneak up on you and fucked it up. Yep, he's just going to run. He's going to run his 35. Wait, he'll run his 70 feet as he just starts legging it as fast as he can down the alleyway, up the hill, passes by his other mate, and they are just absolutely hooning out of here. The kobolds that have come out are scream. The kobolds that cry out as well. The cry that goes out from one of them is like a bit of a charge, a bit like a war cry, and you start to hear, and the rest of you will hear like some more movement from the caves around us. Other dragonborn here and that move at much greater speed to come out and see what is going on. As these 5 or 10 kobolds start chasing after these 2 orcs up and away. That's the orcs going. The kobolds will continue. You got rounds of 6 seconds as they're going to run and chase, and some of the dragonborn have come out. You can all hear about you the like smell of confusion, and no one quite knows what's going on. It is dark, so it might make sense if you all roll initiative, and we can go through in order what might happen. This is going to be 6 second round, 6 second round, 6 second rounds. You can let them run out and it all calm down, or you have a period of confusion that has happened for which you can all act. So if the rest of you can roll initiative, Gimbal.
Am I re-rolling or?
We'll keep yours at 14.
Okay.
Should I be rolling? Because I'm not sure I'm getting involved.
Roll anyway, because you'll still have a decision to make.
Okay.
You have a decision to make, if
16.
you listen or not. 16, nice.
He did the
Also
countdown.
16.
Nah, just do it as you got there. Okay.
14.
18. I don't want it.
God. Okay. What was yours, Dan?
14.
14. Oh my god, you rolled like the same fucking numbers. Nice. So, orcs have run. Zilna's called out. In choice of whether you want to move or not is Willow. So it's Willow, Kos, Peril, Gimbart, Merrin, and Belgrund is on a 12. So Willow, you're up first. You saw a kobold come up to you, shout some words, then talk in Zilna's voice, say he had a plan and stuff was being worked on, then tried to get strangled. He's then made a gun. He set an orc on fire. The orcs have run off, and then Zilna's run over to a bunch of kobolds, cried, and kobolds have just gone, "Ah!" and charged out and are now chasing these orcs up the way. As you look around you, like the last 12, 18 seconds have been a bit mental.
I use my turn to do a strength check to try and get out of my rope.
Yep, give me a strength check.
Oh, 21.
21. Nice. You pull at the rope to try and break the rope, and you pull the rod out of the ground. Unfortunately, you are still attached to the rod, but you can stand up. You pull the rod that was like, essentially you're running, you would be able to stand up with your hands tied behind your back, and you have a post behind you.
I didn't snap the rope.
Didn't snap the rope. The rope is quite strong, and you managed to just pull the post out of the ground.
Okay.
These posts were just...
So I'll pull it.
Yep.
But I won't stand up fully.
Okay.
I'll kind of like lean to the side so I'm diagonal a little bit.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Just so that when the dragonborns look down at the prisoners, they don't just see a whacking great half elf standing there.
Oh, okay.
With
So
a pole out the
you've
ground.
pulled yourself free, but you don't want to be stood up.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I know it's loose and I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
But
Well, that was I say. So that's your action. So you still have movement and bonus actions if you want to do. If you could dexterously move your hands underneath, you could use the pole as an improvised weapon. But you'd have to do that thing where you put your hands over your bum and then over your feet and then stand up.
Yeah. I'm incredibly agile just so you know.
I believe it. I mean, you can say it, but the dice will tell us if you are not really. Nice, Cos. You are up. You have been waiting for this moment. You see thing. This is there is shit going down. No one is paying attention.
Can I just clarify something from earlier 1st? You said I've not got my armor.
No.
Okay, then I've got 3 less AC than I should have. My strength is shit, so that's pointless.
Peril, you're next.
There's no chance of doing some kind of Dexy sleight of hand thing to try and get the ropes off.
You can dex to try and squeeze your hands out. It's just much higher check because of that you've been tied up. They wouldn't leave them that loose for you to.
It's a +3 against a +0, so we'll go for Dex.
Yep.
Try and wiggle my hands free. That is a 19.
19. That isn't bad. You will. Yeah, 19's pretty good. You will pull your thumb out, like you dislocate your thumb to get one of your hands out, which lets you get your other hand free. You take 2 points of bludgeoning damage as you essentially pull your thumb so far around that it dislocates, and you manage to get one hand out. As the skin is scraped and torn from the rope, but it lets you free, and with the other hand tied up, you can either pull it through the rope, so you just have one hand tied up with a rope attached to it, or you could try and get the pole out as well if you want. But yeah, you have both your hands free, but one is tied with rope still to it.
But both hands are free.
Both hands are free.
But I've used my action this turn.
Yes.
Do I have any bonus actions? No, it's too early for that. I'll just wriggle my second hand free, but I'll keep them again behind my back.
Yep.
In case anyone looks over.
Yep.
For now.
Nice. Yeah. So one hand comes out. You keep your arms behind your back. Keep watching and free your other hand. So yeah, you have some rope if you would like to use the rope. But yeah, your hands are free. Peril, you are up.
So I would like to cast Misty Step because it's only verbal.
Mm-hmm.
My question is, will I actually teleport anywhere, or how would it work if I'm tied up?
Yeah, Misty Step would. It's a way of getting out of restrained and binds, so you should be able to just teleport away, as long as it is just semantic. Doesn't require any other components.
It's just verbal. Just verbal.
Doesn't require magical.
It just says V for components.
Okay. I'll trust you, and if it's wrong, you'll die next session. But yeah. So, Misty Step, you can bonus action spell, so you can cast spells as long as you've got spell slots, and you just pick somewhere within 30 foot.
Is there any way I can teleport to hide in the shadows? So I don't get.
The whole place is dark. There will be nowhere that is it depends what. Behind you are the caves.
Okay.
Caves will be shadowy, but you don't know who the fuck's in the caves. And in front on the exit at the moment, there is a bunch of kobolds chasing 2 orcs.
Okay.
So
I will.
God
damn it! I'm going to Misty step away from the being tied up.
Yep.
To the edge of anywhere, and then I'm going to let me quickly use that spell slot. Where are you? 2nd level. Misty Step. Cool, that's used. And when I'm out, I would like to cast Fog Cloud.
Can I cast one?
Is it only one
per turn? Yeah.
Balls. Okay.
So you can cast cantrip, but you can't cast a leveled spell. 1 level spell per turn.
Oh, okay. And I will pass. Can I cast a cantrip. You said I can cast a cantrip,
Yeah,
right?
cantrip, just one leveled spell. But,
Can I cast minor illusion of where I was?
uh,
Or is that like?
you? It's 5 foot, right?
Oh yes.
The illusion is 5 foot, so you'd have to make a very slumped down version of yourself. You could. So whether you think, how long does it last for?
It lasts for a minute, and I
Okay.
can cast up to 30 feet from wherever I am.
Yeah. Well,
Could you be like
teleported
slumped
30
against
feet.
the? Yeah.
So you've teleported away from where you were 30 foot. So you could do it. You just have to, you'd have to make a version of you that was fit into a 5 foot box, which on close inspection would probably look silly, but at night time might pass.
Yeah. Can I do that?
Yeah.
Just so it doesn't give everyone the alarm, and then I will hide to the side for now.
Nice. Yeah, so I'll put the map up to see up. So you teleport up to the northern wall, up here, 30 foot away. So you're like, this is close as you to get to a shadowy area, like the side of the cave they're going. Up this way, away, is where they're all running. Zilna, you've moved yourself back. It's probably actually better to do on this one. So Zilna, you've run back here, and the kobolds would be a smattering of... They'll be chasing about this far. That's where they're chasing, and the orcs are running out of the camp. And away we go. Gimba.
Yeah, just continue trying to break free.
Yep. Give me. So you got the same choices: strength check to pull the pole out and get yourself free, or you could try and attack the pole to try and weaken it beforehand, or you can dex to try and slip your hand out and
I'll
take damage.
try Dax again. My best thing. Take 12.
No, nothing. Again, you go to pull and try and squeeze your hand through. Dwarf's got them fat old hands, not as fat wrists, and this rope is tied around. You are desperately pulling to try and squeeze, but it's not working.
Let me show my bonus actions. Can use an armed strike as a bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
I was just checking to see if I had to make one as an action first, but didn't say
No, they've
anything about
changed
it.
it. Yeah, they've changed it. It's free now.
I'll try that then.
Yeah. So yeah, give the pole a kick.
16 to hit.
Yeah, it's a pole.
You never know, might be a strong pole. And that's 6 bludgeoning.
6 bludgeon. Nice. You kick in and you hear the pole where it's dug down deep. You hear it crack slightly. It would be bloodied if it could be bloodied. So you did more than half.
It's leaking sap.
Yeah, it's like, oh, what you kicked me for, you bitch. Nice. Merrin, you are up in the quarters. Your quarters are like up over here. Somewhere I'll put you on the thing, so you would be effectively this sort of direction.
Have I got my journals?
Yes, your journals were in your barracks when you returned back this evening after your training. Thunderclaw had them on your barrack bed. You can see the rest of the group are kind of sat as you can hear outside. You heard a cannon sound, a lot of popping sound go off. Then you heard a bit of commotion. Then you heard a kobold cry, and now you can hear more commotion of people moving, starting to come out, shouts starting to happen. The kobolds are still screaming. The last 12 seconds, everything seems to have kicked off, but the rest of the guys you're with, they are just sat ignoring what is going on per what they've been doing.
Right. I'm not going to get involved, but I do want to look and see what's happening.
Yeah.
And
cool.
if anyone asks, I'm just going to say, I just wanted to see what he meant by a ruckus.
Yeah, you can go if you just go to the door and look out. You can see the rest of them kind of want to, but they are staying sat to not see what's happening.
I feel like I'm pitiful enough to get away with it.
Yeah. They're not going to be like, give me a perception check or with disadvantage because it is dark outside.
That is an 11.
11. You cannot see the kobolds at the far end. You can hear the shout. You're looking around. You can't see anyone being attacked. You can just see a few dragonborn starting to appear, and this sound of kobold cries. As you look down, you can see. You would be close enough to notice that Peril. Oh no, because he's putting minor illusion down. All of the prisoners are still tied up.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna do anything because I'm in two minds, thinking, "Oh, I could learn these secret techniques, and then run away."
Mm-hmm.
But at the same point, I do feel like I owe these guys something, so I'm just gonna kind of stay and watch. I'm not gonna hold an action or anything.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna kind of observe the situation.
Cool.
Particularly as my eyesight is poor at this range.
There's not a lot you can see that's going out there. It's only would be like in the next round or so, but then when torches and stuff would start to get lit to find out what's going on. The kobolds have just gone apeshit and started running out. Balgrand is going to look at you, Gimbar, laugh and be like, "Come on, brother, try harder," as he's going to wiggle and try and strength check the pole out. His strength isn't super high. I rolled a nat 20. Let's go. That's when I roll on that 20. Not when I'm trying to fucking kill Hayward. When I get a dwarf out of the ground. As he looks at you, goes, "Come on, brother." As he leans back and then gets his feet into a low squat and just drives up with all his force and just pops the pole straight out of the ground. He goes, "Ha! Yes, I did it." As he looks to you, Cos, and realize that you have also freed yourself, but have done it maybe a little bit more carefully than he has. Balgrand stands up and cheers loudly that he has freed himself. That is his action. He is going to.
Can I curse under my breath? Fucking dwarf.
Yeah. He's very pleased with himself. He is going to. He can't do anything. His hand's still tied up in it. Yeah, cool. Strike. Oh, nice. He can do that. He can do an unarmed strike as well. Good job, Ben. Building a good character. One attack, weapon attack with an unarmed strike. You can use his bonus action.
One of many.
Nice. So he's going to, as he gets up, realizes he should have been a bit quiet with it. Turn towards you, Gimbar, and he's just going to try and drop kick the rest of your post to take it out. He hits. What is his unarmed strike damage? 3. He had 4 life left. He drop kicks, lands back on the floor, kicks and knocks your pole at the moment is like barely holding on. Next time around will be very easy for you to pull out, as this thing has 1 HP pole. As he's like, "Don't worry, brother, I'll get us out of this." As Balgrand is free. The orcs are going to continue to run as the kobolds chase. They disappear up. They are disappearing out of sight as some dragonborn are starting to come out. Some torches are starting to be lit, but there are no sign of talons moving as of yet. Zilna, you are up first. Are you muted?
Sorry. So is there anyone else that are around, close to me now where I am?
There's probably a few kobolds that come out that didn't charge down. It's just, with that check, a group of them just went on the call of attack, just started chasing these. The rest of them are starting to move around. So, I'm not going to put more on the board, but around you there'll be a few more kobolds. And coming out of some of the lower level caves at the top and at the bottom here from the ground floor, some dragonborn will start to emerge to see what's going on, what's been happening. Some torches are starting to get lit.
I will. So when I looked for the carts earlier on, were any of them, or can I do a perception check now quickly to see if any of them were ready to go? As in, horses or
Oh. They wouldn't. The carts would have been pulled out. Nothing seems to have been loaded on them yet, so they wouldn't have had a horse's saddle up on them. You can see where the carts are being pulled round. The carts would be pulled round not too far from where you are down here, because the exit route to get stuff out of the cave is like out, down, and round. So you can see where the carts have been pulled and been readied, but they wouldn't have left horses in them all night.
Okay. I'll still head over towards the cliffside, I guess. Just try to get back more towards the darkness rather than out in the open.
Yeah.
To the side. I will use a magic action to dismiss the. Actually, I was thinking more going south. Sorry, not back towards the group.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'll use my magic action to dismiss the cannon. So I guess it just crumbles apart.
Yep.
I don't think there's really anything else I can do as a bonus action. I guess I'll just stay over there.
Nice. Willow.
Am I able... Is there another way of me getting my hands untied, given that they're still around this stupid pile?
Yeah, now you're free.
Now that it's out of the ground.
Now it's out of the
maybe
ground. You could
easier.
attempt another. Yeah, you could attempt another strength if you'd like put your foot on the rope and try to like burn it out of one side. Yeah.
That is a 19.
19. Yeah, nice. So yeah, as you keep your legs down on the rope and try and literally fray apart with the pole now, not the support, you just pull it on one arm until it starts to fray, and then eventually snaps. You will take 1 point of bludgeoning damage as you burn your wrists in doing so. So you have one hand free and one hand, again, the same as crosshand, with the rope still tied to it.
Okay. Are any of our party looking injured? Maybe Cos or the brother?
Balgren is, yeah, he looks bloodied.
Where is he compared to me?
He is here.
He's only 2 down,
He's only
isn't
2
he?
down, yeah.
Okay, can I quickly run over to him and just lay on hands? We'll just give him 3 points of healing. Oh, hang on, I need to check that's a bonus action. It is a bonus action. So I'll just give him 3 HP.
Yep.
It's only little, but I will say...
Oh.
Hello?
That's enough.
And then I'll smile at him and say, where there is faith, there is no fear. And then I'll run back to my space in the line in case anyone's... They probably knows I'm not on a pole now anyway, but I don't really care.
Yeah. Well, yeah, he comes out, you go over and give him the lay on hands as he is trying to drop kick Gimbar's thing free, pole free, as he does it to you, as he then says to you, "Sister, first weapon, last of 4. Let's get out of here." As you can see, he is like trying to, as he's done the drop kick round, he's trying to pull around to get that. He's ready to use this stick as a weapon to get himself out. He's getting ready to get the fuck out of here.
What I would say is that if anyone else is still tied, then my next go I'll use the help action to help him get out.
Okay. Nice. Kos, you're up.
No one's moving, are they? We're all on this line still.
At the moment, no one's moving. Yeah. You can. Balgrand is trying to free his brother, but he is from the conversation you've just heard with Willow. He ain't fucking hanging around. He's gonna get out of there. He's getting his brother, and he's like, you get very little time to move and act on these actions. No one's drawn any weapons yet. No signs of talons. As soon as Gimbar's free, Balgrand's running.
I'm just thinking, like, got no equipment, don't have my book, which is quite important. But also no idea. Like, I guess I would have no idea where they put stuff like that. And the way out is the way the kobolds are chasing the orcs.
Yeah. So the kobolds would have moved on by now. Another almost outside.
And what was the gnome doing?
He's right where he's still a kobold. He's run the other direction.
Oh, fine. Let's fucking go then. Let's just run forwards.
Yeah. Balgon looks to you and says, "Goss, wait. I'll be right behind. We'll find a cave. That's all we need to do. Survive the night."
Yeah, run forward.
So you've got. Well, you can move forward. You can dash if you want, but that will put you a lot further forward than everybody else.
Yeah, no, I'll just run 30 foot. I just realised I don't have a shield either, so I'm actually down 5 AC at the moment.
Yeah. Not in a great condition. It's funny what being a prisoner will do to you.
Yeah, I was saying it out loud in case I forget again.
Don't worry.
5 foot, nothing else to do. Yeah, nothing else to do.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You can check to see if the coast is clear or to pick a path or do what you want to do. But yeah, essentially, he's told you to start moving. You start moving. So you can use any other skills if you would like. Peril, you are up. You have teleported. You've misstepped your 30 foot to the north side. You've seen the rest of the party start to move. You've seen Cost start to run out. And the kobolds are starting to leave on that far end. They are chasing down the main thoroughfare. These orcs are just legging it.
I guess we can't go down the side of the cliff, so is that just too dangerous?
You want to try and scale the cliffs? You can try it.
Or like go down?
No, down. You're in the bottom.
Oh, we're in the bottom.
You're in the bottom.
Okay.
Yeah. You're in the.
So we've
in
got
the
to go
gorge.
up to get out.
Yeah. That is the you either climb up and go deeper into the cave, or you go out the way that they went. So scaling the cliffs you could do, but it would be dangerous if you fall. Fall damage.
Okay. I will. If I see most of the group getting back up, I will run back to the group.
Okay.
And then. I will. Can't really do too much, actually, to be fair. I will. Hold a. I'll hold an action.
Mm-hmm.
If I feel like there's too many, if anyone notices us, I will cast Fog Cloud. It's only verbal and somatic.
Yep. What do you mean? You need to be more. So Dragonborn are starting to move and assemble out of here. So people are starting to appear. So who are you? Is it just like as soon as they look and see prisoners are moving, or are you just drop it? Because it could be. It's difficult to say who someone notices it. So is it like Talon specifically? Is it anyone noticing that, or anyone? Who is it you're trying to trigger against?
Anyone who shouts the prisoners are getting free. So like. Okay. As anyone notices,
if a call goes, if like an alarm goes out, you want to be able to trigger.
Yeah.
You still want to move and do that?
Yeah, I'll stand in the middle and I'll cast it on myself, or where I'm standing. And if anyone goes off, it'll just do 20. Say what? 20-foot sphere? Yeah.
20-foot radius sphere. Cool. Yeah. So 20-foot radius sphere is. Oh my god. Not that big. So you can put it on the guys, or you can put it on somewhere else, but it's not going to cover the full entrance. So it's just where you want to put it. Let's think about that. Nice. Gimba.
I will bonus action and strike the pole.
Yep.
This is where I miss.
Yeah.
Fuck me. 7. Please tell me it misses. That'd be so funny.
Well, yeah, I was setting it at 10 because I thought it was quite an easy one for you not to miss it. As you unarmed strike, kick and miss the pole. Your brother's
I'm
like,
just getting in
"Goodbye."
Bruges vibes for it's
fucking
an
shot
inanimate
me.
object. You're a fucking inanimate object.
Yeah, you swing and a miss. Your brother's like, yeah, come on.
I'll just try a normal action strike then. A 9!
Oh my
But I still miss.
Good job. You'd have been better just trying to pull the thing off.
I know.
The disappointment in your brother's face is clear to be seen. You can't move. Merrin.
Yeah.
Same we are.
Yeah.
Sweet.
I'm not doing. I have no reason to do anything.
Yep. There's always reasons to do stuff. You should just fine.
No, because I have an idea.
Become
And
the
that is-
BBG.
If they escape, we'll be
Yeah.
sent to hunt them. I shouldn't reveal what my plan is.
shouldn't.
You heard nothing.
I hear nothing, Jon Snow. Balgren, you stand up there and you're watching. Balgren is up next. He rolled a 19 on his attack, which is going to be enough. As he just toe pokes and breaks the thing. It's like, fuck's sake, come on! And he grabs you. He is then going to drag 5, 15, drag you both forward, as long as you submit to being dragged by your brother.
I do. Do I need to be dragged?
Not drag.
Okay.
Essentially, he's going to use half his movement to not drag you, but he's just like he's going to get you up and be like, let's go.
Right.
And then that'll, because you couldn't use your movement. He has to
Yeah.
use his movement. The only way to do that is to use half his movement and drag you that way. So, Cross, as you see behind the two ginger dwarfs, Balgren Grab and his brother are starting to make their way up behind you. As back round to Zilna. At the top of the round, on that 20, you start to see some Dragonborn. I'm going to use orcs. They're orcs, but these are actually Dragonborn. Figures start to come out on the ground floor, and they are starting to light torches now. So light is starting to move around here as they're looking around to what's going on. And up top, coming out prepared with bows, with long bows, stepping out from the tunnel, 3 of these Talon guards step forward and get ready to draw their bow to let loose arrows on at the end of this round. Zilna, you're up. Are you muted again?
So I can see everyone start heading towards the exit now.
Peril is moved. Magically moved to the middle. Kos is moving this thing, and you can see behind him the 2 dwarfs are starting to move out. And Willow had previously moved, so you can see that she's moving up there.
Oh, fuck. And I'm still in kobold form. I think I'm gonna. Oh, do I? Yeah, I'm going to dash along the mountainside towards the pathway where the other kobold have headed.
Okay. What's your full movement?
30.
Yeah, cool. So you can get 30 will get you to there. 30 will get you to the edge. A dash will take you in front of everybody. So you can do it.
Okay.
But it's up to you if you want to use. You only need 30 to stay on pace. You could use the 60 if you wanted to.
Yeah, I'll stay on pace then.
Okay, cool. Any action?
I will pass the message to which one of them? which one of them was? I've got enough rain in my. I'll cast a message to Imbar asking where we heading.
Mm-hmm.
Where should we head towards?
Nice.
Kimbar replies, I haven't got a fucking clue. I'll hearing this. I know you said that the next thing I say would be the response. Remembering what Balgren said, he's just going to be like, caves. Going to try to find a cave to hide in. That's all I know.
Zona, can you give me a persuasion check?
Persuasion.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's a 5.
Okay, good. You didn't look so convicted in your run to have not dragged any more kobolds with you, because it looks like maybe there's a second wave of chasing to happen. As you run past groups of kobolds, you weren't determined enough that you really took them on board with you and were like, yeah, we'll follow this guy. So they didn't follow you, which might actually be useful, as you don't have any other party members with you. Willow, you're up.
I will run forward. Is it just one set of caves that we're running towards, or are there? We don't know which ones we're going to.
You ain't got a fucking clue, I think.
Oh goodness, guys!
That's fucking. I think we found the fucking name of the pie. It's no fucking idea.
That doesn't look good on a t-shirt.
Dumb, dumber, and dumberer, and dumberer.
Just the stupid 6.
60 gets you alongside the kobold.
Okay.
Cross.
Yeah. Just running still, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Yeah, you are. You are 10 foot from leaving the map.
It looks like I've caught up with the kobolds.
I just haven't moved them off the map. I'm too lazy to move them. Come on. Give the brother a break. Peril.
I will. Can I cast Fog Cloud so that it gets the guys at the top and everyone at the bottom, just to give them a bit of obscure so they can't see us running?
Oh, wow. Depends where you want to. It's 20-foot cylinder, right?
Yeah.
So you can. Yeah, depends where you want to put it. You can put it to block 20 foot up, would block their sight as well. So if you try to put it like mid-air, would give you a bit of a better cut. Or you could drop it down a little bit. So yeah, it's whether you want to put it on top of them so it completely covers them, or you want to put it further up and hope that it covers their line of sight.
I'll put it up to hope it will cover their line of sight.
Yeah, so like back here.
Yeah.
Cool. Nice. So yeah, you use your action, cast Fog Cloud. A cloud goes out. The Dragonborn to the sides still have a bit of sight lines out, but the 3 archers at the top, a cloud comes up and the fog cloud will obscure their vision.
And I will run 30 foot, following the others.
Nice. Get you alongside the others. Gimbar, you're up.
Is dragging in action, or is this part of movement?
It's just part of movement.
Okay.
It wouldn't be actually just part of movement. It'd just be like, especially if unless it's an enemy, obviously you have to grapple and move.
Yeah.
It was more just so you didn't leave you behind. He is after you, essentially.
Yeah, I'll use my action to try and free myself from the restraints with a
Yep.
jet. Dex again.
Yep.
What's better? 17?
Yeah, nice. Now you've got both hands free, but you can you've got freedom of movement on them. Easy enough to finally slide one of your hands up.
I will use my movement to drag my brother. So that'll be 20 foot altogether, because that's 40 full.
Yep.
And bonus action, step of the wind. And can I do it again? Drag him again? Another 20 foot? Because it gives me dash as a bonus action.
Yeah. Yeah, gets you alongside everyone.
Yeah.
Nice. Merrin, you have now lost sight on what's going on as you've seen a fog cloud.
Sorry, can I say to my brother?
Yep.
Do you know where we're going? Do you know where there's caves?
Well, I mean, there's caves everywhere, so I'm sure we can find one. I suggest we ditch a different way to these kobolds.
Hmm.
So,
Merrin?
so I can't see anything.
You would have seen them all moving as they've all started to move away. A fog cloud's gone up like over this period from your angle as well. You're not going to get a good sight line down the end, but you saw they were all starting to run, and then as these talon guards have come out to the side, a fog cloud's gone up.
Could I move outside the barracks and get a sight line on? Do I think?
If you stepped out the room and moved round to like here, you definitely could to the south.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
I want to try and do that.
Okay. Moving's fine. As you step out, Balin looks up to you and says, "Merrin, no, Merrin, this is Thunderclaw asked us to stay."
I just want to see what's going on. He said not to interfere, not to. I'm observing.
Make sure.
And then I look
back.
over at them
Yep.
and I say, look, the kobolds are getting away. And then I cast message at
Okay.
Willow.
Nice.
And I say, if you escape, don't go down the main roads. Head into the brush. There are smaller paths. It will be harder to track. I will find you guys at a later date.
So
Am I
back
make
to
a new
him.
character?
Back to him. I'll say, we plan on heading into the caves. We don't have any of our equipment, so we won't get far out of here. I will let the others know your advice. Don't leave it too long, Merrin. And then as I am running next to the others, I'll tell them what he said about that.
How much movement do I have left? Herb, how much movement do I have left?
You cast as none, like 5 foot. That's like a 30-foot move.
I only have.
Yeah.
Do I have 35? No, I've got
30 foot?
30.
Yeah, a 30, so you got 5. It would be
Okay.
25 foot to get
I'm
out.
gonna turn around
Yeah.
and look to head back.
Okay. Start making your way back. Nice. Yeah, because you used your action, so you couldn't dash back. 'Cause it's only if you did something with the bonus.
Wow, I could use my blade song and get an extra 10. It's just not like.
No. Nice. You start to move. Balgren is up next as he will get in front and start to lead the way and start to pick a path as you get your way out of here. So he's going to dash in front to get you guys to follow. You see he does a roll. He's doing a survival check to try and find a good place to disappear off and get off the track. They will fire through the fog cloud at disadvantage. Let me just see. One. Oof. Fail. Okay. One lot of arrows are going to come through. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to roll a d6 to see who they go at. The roll was like a 25, so I think it's hitting everybody. 3. 1, 2, 3. It's going to hit Gimbar. Gimbar, you get hit with one arrow, which does... what the fuck? 8 points of piercing damage, 2 points of psychic.
I use my deflect attack.
Oh, you fucking old bitch. As you deflect attack, it blows up in your face. You take 100 points of damage.
That's 15, so it's just a 2 psychic.
Yep.
And I will, for shits and gigs, redirect the arrow back at the sender.
Redirect? Do you have to see them?
Let me just read. If you do... yes, it is. It's absolutely so no, I won't.
Nice. So yeah, you catch the arrow as it comes. Instinct kicks in. As through the fog cloud, arrows land, 2 miss, and the third one, you know there's one coming. You manage to step, catch, and just drop it on the floor as you're running. You take the psychic damage as you catch the arrow that was infused within the arrow. But yeah, drop the arrow as you guys carry on running. Does anyone have any skills they would like to help on a survival check with Balgrind, or are you leaving it up to him?
I could do a nature check.
Yeah.
That's probably the only real thing I can do. Or an investigation. But I've already said nature now, so that's 17.
17, nice. Anyone else?
I could do a perception.
Yeah.
That's a nat 1. A total of 4. I'm too busy concentrating on this arrow.
Your brother is just like...
My perception as well.
Yep.
It's only a 9.
You guys are...
Can I do an investigation?
Yeah. It's a group check. We've only got 2 passes so far, so the more passes the better.
11.
11. Cost, any skills?
Well, I haven't been done already.
Do smelling. You're really good at smelling.
I haven't failed.
I am actually good at smelling, but I don't think that will help here.
It smells like shit this way.
Can I do another investigation?
Yep.
Like, if Yankee has no nose, how does he smell?
Through his ears.
That will be a 23.
23, nice. As yet, you guys that are the rolling perceptions were brought here at night. As you're looking around, all you're seeing as you're moving is the main thoroughfares, the way that the ground is moving and rolling. You're not picking up anything. You didn't pick up anything on the way in. Balgrind knows and has been here before. So yeah, him, Zilna, and Koss start to spot and move away. One thing you see straight off is the kobolds had caught one of the orcs and are all just pummeling him. There's like 5 of these kobolds that are just punching and clawing at this orc, the one that was sizzled and burnt and bloodied already. The other one is carrying on running, and you can see that the orcs that were like set up and are camped up not too far from where the orcs kind of running back to their base are starting to come out and move. And at that point, with investigation checks, are like, whoa, no, let's dip down here, and you dip off to the left, start heading in a southwesterly direction, and make your way off into the brush. Can you all give me stealth checks, please? Not Merrin, obviously.
That's guidance on myself before I do mine.
Mm-hmm.
22.
Remember, you don't have armor, so you wouldn't have disadvantage.
I know you said not me, but 23, not 20, baby.
You sneak back in.
Can I take that?
19.
10.
12.
Okay.
14.
Okay. I'll take that average for your checks. Nice. As you all head off, those of you that are there, head off into the brush, away from the main thoroughfare. So again, you were all dragged in on this wider cart trail that runs through. Upon seeing the kobolds up ahead starting to maul this orc to death, and orcs starting to prepare and make noise from further down the track, you dart in the southwesterly direction up into the hills, scrabble up, and then just start picking your way through. Once you get up and over the like small hills, so you're away from the main thoroughfare, you slow down. Stealth checks come in as Balgrind is making his way and trying to find a cave to put himself in. He got an 18 on his survival check as he finds the hills themselves kind of like roll up slightly and roll down, roll through. Some of them are slightly deeper. That gorge that you're in is by far the deepest, but there are some caverns and caves around here, and he finds one that is big enough for the full-size characters to get in, but perfect for just like squatting for a dwarf and a gnome. Most of you in fine. Koss and Willow Perrin, you are having to like properly, almost like get on hands and knees to pull yourself into this hole comfortably. And it has long grass and stuff before. So as he gets in, you pull it all up, and you're in. It's dank. It's a bit where it's not quite a cave. It's more like the inside of a hillside. There's moss and there's mud, and it's a little bit like dank and musty in here. But you can settle down, and the hole to get in is clear for you guys to kind of watch. It's not big. It's not comfortable. Staying here will be uncomfortable, but you get yourself into a hole and kind of just stop.
Can we say that with my hands free, I've freed everybody else's hands?
Yeah, easy enough. Once you're in there, once you're in there,
and help with my tools as well to try.
Yes, you're the only one with gear. So as you take stock on the ground, you quiet down. You hear you probably moved with that stealth check before feeling the need to like dive in. You probably moved about 60 foot, maybe a bit more, away before you found like the first available good cove to get in. So you're close enough in the quiet that sits here with one hole just to pick up on the sound that is lightly coming from the camp, but mainly coming from that main road. And you can hear a few shouts, a few calls go out, a few cries. You hear the kobolds scream again. But then after about 10-15 minutes, it starts to die down again as this commotion kind of fizzles out. How long does the fog cloud last for, Peril?
It is, I think it's an hour.
An hour, nice. So that's up for an hour unless you want to drop concentration on it beforehand. But of course, no one can stop you, so you could leave it there for the full hour to cause commotion for as long as possible. If you would like, your choice.
Yeah, I'll leave it up.
Nice. You guys are plonked down in the cave as Balgren is kind of like, right. See, I told you we had a plan. I suggest we stay here until sunrise. They'll probably send out parties to try and find us, so we want to get up early and either head back to Butte Springs or keep an eye on what they're doing. If they are leaving, we might be able to catch something if we're up before them. And then he looks around and sees, he's like, but it doesn't look like we're very armored at the moment, so I'll leave the choice to you. Don't all jump in at once. I know it was shocking.
I got my armor right here, and I just put up my fists.
He goes, aye, and that pole really took it out of you, didn't it? Fucking hell.
I pulled my fists, not my feet.
Fucking, you need to practice a bit more. I thought you've been worked hard in that. Oh, I'm going to be a monk. Oh, mommy, look at me. Can't even take out a pole. Fucking hell.
One thing doing it, training, it's another thing doing it in these conditions.
It's good to see you, brother.
You too, brother. Why are you even here?
Well,
you're a cleric. At least I thought you were a cleric.
I'm a cleric. But, we have interests that we need taken care of.
Didn't even know you were in the Brotherhood. Well, not so much anyway. Not to this extent.
We've all got our secrets, brother. The Brotherhood is good. They have strong morals.
I have no issue with the Brotherhood. I agree with their principles. I just didn't realize you were so heavily invested.
Oh, well. There are... Well, as you can see, there are forces moving against all of us here. And then... Well, I've been tracking the movements of the Dragonborn, seeing what the movements in Drakkar are, making sure that we are protected, that the dwarves of the Diamond Mountains aren't going to get surprised by anyone. So I've been working in Butte Springs, keeping an eye on what's going on, and I heard that there was movement coming out, so I thought I'd come and investigate these movements, track the movements of this bronze Dragonborn. Seems to be leading the charge here, seems to be the behind all these rumors of this cult of the dragon. And they are setting up home in... He's like, that's their old last city. He's like, the Diamond Mountains wasn't the only Dragonborn city on this isle. A city called Inverath sat where the Shattered Isle sits before, and apparently they found the ruins of it.
Inverath.
Inverath, yeah. We don't get taught much about it, and that's bad on our part, but that was a city that was lost during the Fallen Conquest. When the dragon fell, when the giant fell, Inverath was the main casualty.
In the mention of Inverath,
Mhm.
I will say in the background that the Talons had promised to help the Kobolds and the Dragonborn rebuild Inverath.
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, the Dragonborn want a foothold back on Ashley, and they have done ever since they've left. We thought they were coming for the Diamond Mountains only, but looks like they found another foothold to get started on. But working with the Talents, they're another beast. I can't put my finger on what they are here to do or why they would help, but the two parties seem to be working together at least.
Was last time you spoke to Borin?
Borin's a skeptic. Gimbar, you know he is. He's a recluse. He is very protectionist around what we have and keeping it close. He doesn't like to step outside the mountains, does he? So, yeah, Borin hasn't been as useful as the Brotherhood have, hence why some of our order have been working with a wider group. We're just trying to protect everyone's interests, but there is something going on in that cave, something these two are planning together, and I don't think we got to the bottom of it.
Yes, but when was the last time you spoke to Borin?
Oh, weeks, a month ago. I've not been at the Diamond Mountains for a while.
There's something I must discuss with you, brother. But alone. When we get a chance.
Of course. It's a bit cramped. But anyway, I picked up our Githyanki friend here. Got himself captured by the Talons. And they had an interest in him. And that fueled me even more. They're asking lots of questions in that camp. And I don't know what's going on, but I'm intrigued to find out. So, you've landed here. They seem to be moving. If they go and take everything, we might not get an opportunity. If they leave the Dragonborn behind, we may get another opportunity. It's whether we stay here and we check it out, or we go back, we rest, and we come back another time.
I mean, I have all I need here, but I fear the rest of the party. I've lost pretty much everything. Look at that camp. And of course there is the other member of the party that is still there.
Yeah. Where's your drow friend?
He sent a message to us to avoid the main path and said he'll find us. I told him we're going to the caves.
Okay.
I told him not to wait too long.
Okay. Well, we have an in, at least, with the camp, if he is true to his word, if you trust him. That's the decision to make. We wait, we pick our way in, we see what happens when these guys move, or we go back, restock, reset, and come back another time.
Have you seen what they do to traitors?
Wow.
This sudden
He
realization.
points his
That's in the
face.
corner.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, The Dragonborn, not the one. It's the Talons you've got to worry about. But if what we heard is true, they're moving on. Zephyrax is gone. Izari is gone. That only leaves a skeleton crew of Talons. We need information. We need to know who's left, what's going on, what they've taken.
Varenfos was planning to take me with her. They wanted me on the road crafting for them.
Right.
And we don't know the rush why they wanted to leave so quick.
Before going to meet her, I overheard part of the conversation between Zephyrak and Azari. Zephyrak was saying that they must leave, that Azari was meant to bring an item to them and now it's been lost. They must retrieve this item. I don't know what they were talking about. They mentioned... I couldn't quite get the name, but they mentioned a woman that must be told about what's happened. So I guess it's someone else they're reporting to as well.
Have you heard of any such talk? Cos, Gimbar's brother?
Morgan is my name.
I won't remember it. It's past 11.
Wow, that's quite rude.
Brother. Call you brother.
Mm-hmm.
Brotherhood, brother. Have you heard of any talk of someone that could be this woman that Zilnar mentions?
No, funnily enough, they didn't go around telling us all their secrets whilst we were locked up.
Right, Saki.
You didn't remember my name. It's past 11. They are planning something. The Talons have plans and sects across the whole of the country. Honora is fresh ground for them. I was spending my time looking after the Dragonborn. The Talons being there was a surprise, but they are definitely planning something. It wouldn't surprise me that there's a hierarchy to them. They're quite the organization.
I will also say, if you were thinking of going back to camp, that camp to get your equipment, I believe they're planning to take the majority of stuff with them. At least that's what word was going around. How true it was, I don't know, with the Kobold and Dragonborn. So
Not
even
ideal.
if you did go back, there may well not be your stuff there.
Great.
Maybe we should just cut our losses and make our way out of here.
Would I have come across or known anything about Githyanki? I'm guessing probably not.
Probably not. No. You would have heard the tales of what happened in Orhav 10 years ago, and that there was another force. So you would know of them. You wouldn't be like, oh my god, what the hell? But I don't think you would ever have encountered one. Not in the Diamond Mountains.
I'd turn to Cos and just say, what's with the nose?
Sorry, what the fuck's going on?
It's 11.
Wakey, I'll fucking kill you again, brother!
So what's with the nose, Cos?
Oh, yeah, ignore him.
Are you the only one of your kind in this camp? Is it just you?
Ignore him.
I turn to my brother and say, it's his deal.
Yeah. It's a pain in the ass as far as I'm concerned, but they wanted him for something, so, yeah. Charming. This is a company I've had for a few days.
Yes.
You have us now. I'm chatty as anything.
So, it'd be really helpful if we could make a decision. Do we want to sit and go back? Are we staying here? Do we want to scout out in the morning, take the risk? Or are we going back and resetting and coming?
As I said, brother, I'm not a soldier, really. I'd certainly be back in the Diamond Isles, but
We don't have to fight.
it's whether people want their stuff back, I guess. As to when we go back, if we go back.
There's more than stuff there, brother. You can get swords and armor if you want. My fear is whatever they're hiding in that cave, we need to get sight of. There's something.
It's whether we go before they go or after they go.
Well, after they go, I don't think they're going to leave all their secrets behind, are they?
Well, it seems our mind's made up then. If that's the plan.
I know what I want to do. I can't drag you all in there with me.
Thank goodness for you, brotherhood, brother.
I'll let you go alone, brother.
I mean, maybe I should just go alone. It might be easier for all of us.
Just let us know what's there. Bring our stuff.
You go back and just sit down, and I'll just play D&D on my own. Don't worry. Fucking hell.
Find out next time.
Yeah.
We just fast forward 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm. So Balgrund
They're like, where's all my stuff? Yeah. And then they come back to find him like dead in the courtyard.
Balgrund has become a king of Worth. What you can think about it. That's our choices. The longer we leave it, the colder the trail's going to get.
I'll go when you go, brother. I'm not letting you do this alone.
And patch on the shoulder, he's like, good work. The rest of you, think hard. It will be dangerous. I'm not saying we need to fight. I'm just saying we need to see what the hell is going on.
You didn't happen to stash a drink on your way out, did you?
What, up my arse?
Well, wouldn't be the first time.
No, the last. No. No, he didn't. Nice. All right. We'll leave it there. Sweet. So you guys need to have a think as you are hid in a little hole outside the cave, having been freed, to decide where you would like to go. You can go back, reset, get equipment, and then come back and see what happened, or you try and catch and get an eye on what is going on with the camp as they prepare to leave. Of course, either option is valid, but one will breed more information than the other. Wicked. GG's back next week when Kinsey hopefully won't be crying. Ta-ta!